Let me give a second for everybody. Hold on. Let me get everything straight. Now we are good. Yo, wait for everybody to come back in. Yo, what the hell's going on, man? Yo, I ain't about to go through. Yo, do me a favor. Everybody share this out. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, here we go. Bingo. Now we're on. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for folks to start rolling in. Joe, we're back. Okay, Joe, I see we're back. Magnus, we're good. Okay, how many? We're good. Okay, let me make sure I'm good. Okay, we're good. Everybody so far, we're good. We're having internet issues. What the hell? Comcast? Cheers. Sounds working Chelsea's way. Everybody piling back in. Good. Pile back in. Pile back in. Okay, we're good. Now, I didn't even get into the whole restream chat thing. Who cares? But we're back. We're back. We're live. We're just going to get to it. Okay. So let's see. If I do the chat overlay, anytime I want you guys to chat or have people see the chat, I guess I could pop this baby open and then everybody can kind of see the chat, or I can just put your chat in there. I'm not going to deal with all the chat crap, but there you go. Joe, sound working. Thank you. Magnus, big shout out to you, Magnus. Okay, big shout out to you. Chelsea's way. There you go. Uh-oh, Marcus. Big dog Marcus, I see you there, man. I don't know why I can't click on yours. What's up? What's up? That's kind of crazy. But anyways, let's get to it. I'm gonna just hurry up because I got an interesting show. A lot of people want to know about Nintendo Switch modding, the mod chips, and what's going on, the drama. A lot of things going on. A lot of people complaining. A lot of people wasting money. So on and so on and so on. I want to get to that. So if you can, please share out the content to your favorite Nintendo Switch modding group. Okay, especially on Facebook, whether it be Twitter, I don't care if it's Reddit, wherever, because this is what we're going to be talking about. Okay, we're going to be talking about installation. But first, before I get into any of the Nintendo Switch stuff, I do want to say shout out to Joe, my man G.I. Joe. He is in the chat now, so go ahead and holler at Joe. I see Joshua Drake out there. Joshua Drake. Go ahead and give those to you. Shout out Joshua Drake. But I went to Pennsylvania, checked out my man Joe. Matter of fact, I probably got pictures on deck. Okay. Went to Pennsylvania, checked out my man Joe, went to the restaurant. Guys, if you're in the Pennsylvania area and you ain't supporting my man Joe at Dante's Bistro, you're crazy. You're crazy. You got to support my dude, man. That's the least you could do. That's the least you could do. But shout out my man Joe. Yo, Sonny! Sonny, I know you there working hard, Sonny. Keep working. Where my man with the Aki sandwich? Where my man at? I know he there. I'm seeing you. He wanted the Aki way. Okay. Let me go ahead. I'm going to pull up these screenshots here. And I want you guys to take a look. Just some different pictures that I took while I was in Pennsylvania with my man Joe. Now, there was a couple other people. I went to Chicken Pete's. Dude, HM Sins. Yo, HM Sins. You know what? I'm about to text you right now. That's how in tune I am right now. I just texted you a moment ago, but I'm going to text you again because I told you I'm going to text you when I go on. My man wants to come on. I got you. Okay? Come on. Okay? I got something for him, but let me go ahead. I'm going to switch my screen here and let me go ahead and pull up these pictures, man. Let me stop playing with them. There we go. Switch it. Okay. All right. Ah, come on. Yes, your boy was in Pennsylvania. MoFam gets around. Shout out. Okay, shout out my man Joe. Sonny, I see you. Okay, we was over there doing the thing, man. You know, I got other pictures. But you know, I could go all day with the different pictures, man. We took some good pictures. You know what I mean? I just, you know, I gotta shout out my man Joe, man. Hardest working man out there. Dante's Bistro, man. I don't know what you're doing. You need to go check it out. If you haven't, I am gonna go ahead and we're gonna do some little commercial or something, Joe. We gotta do something. You got about 1,000 people on the Facebook group. I'll help do some promotion for you too, man. That's the least I can do. Wonderful food, delicious, ate everything. Daughter loved everything. Wife loved everything. Beautiful time. Beautiful time. Now, let's go. What else I got? Let me close these out. I hope I might have something on my background. Okay, HM Sins. Yo, I told you. Thought I wasn't gonna say. Now, this is my man. He was working at Chicks and Pete's. I know what Chicks and Pete's is. out there in Pennsylvania, out in Chicks and Pete's, right? My man, I'm just ordering some food, So I don't know what to order. You know how it is. You get to the menu. I don't know what the hell to order. So my man comes up. He says, "Oh, you don't know? You need to try the lobster or was it crab fries? Some type of crab fries or something." Okay, get the crab fries. My man tells me to try the burger, all that, So I tell him I got a YouTube. He says, "Yo, dude, you got to shout me out. I don't know what you're doing. You got to shout." So my man HN sends this for you, man. I went ahead and just pulled you up. Now you got your clout.
Why you always in the mood? Fuck around like I'm brand new.
Come on.
I ain't trying to tell
I gave you your clout.
Try to play cool. Baby,
okay. Oh, my man got some moves. He really do got some damn moves. I was bullshit. I seen a couple of these, but I ain't never looked. I just clicked. We was at the restaurant.
So there's a skateboard wheel that's holding. What is that?
It's a sway.
That is
bar.
Yeah. That is some. We call that ghetto shit. I guess color
perfect.
But hey, same shit. Right. Same shit. I get it. You know what I mean? Eight hangers on pit bike. So my man H is shout out to you. Shout out to you. Different videos. My man's out here doing a damn thing. At 6 apiece. Wonderful young dude, man. This is what I'm talking about. Everywhere I go, I was meeting people. So I got to shout out my man HM Sins. I had to shout you out. Okay, now we done with that. I can't give you all the time. Okay, can't give you all the time. This is Nick Moses 05 Gaming Show. I got other shows for other people. We're going to spread the love. But right now, this is my damn show. Now, let's get to the smoke. Again, I'm going to pour a little bit of wine before I change it to the next image for what's need to come. Now, I'm going to go to the chat because I know before I jump into the subjects, a couple more of Mo fam I see out there. I've had to fix 2 switch for installer. Wonder if you're going to talk about that, dude. Talk to a Magnus. Sorry, Joe. I know you got the folks out there eating. Let them know we hype. Come to Louisiana and I'll feed you. Oh, Joshua Drake. Don't play with it, Josh. That's one of the places I haven't been either. Don't play. Okay, I mess around and be over there. That's a place I have not been. I try to travel a lot of places. The wine is just so smooth, Joe. Appreciate it. I know, Magnus, you're thinking wine. I don't usually do the wine. I'm a hard drink type of dude. Usually mixed drink something else. But hey, I'm feeling this is Joe made this. I don't give a shit. It's Joe. Hey, he made it. Go to Dante's Bistro. Have a nice glass of wine with some pasta. That's some good Italian shit. You don't understand it. Oh, well, Magnus, we go back like Flapjacks, Ajax, Crack Sacks. Crack Sacks is 80s, by the way. That was good. But yeah, definitely my head to Louisiana. That's somewhere I have not been. I would love to go. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch these pictures. Let's see. Oh, do I got my captions ready? Yes! Y'all see the caption. You know I'm gonna talk about it. Magnus mentioned it already in the comments. Magnus, you knew where I was going. How did you know that? Magnus, you fixed. Hold up, Magnus. Magnus is here to testify right now. And matter of fact, this is something I always do. I meant to do it sooner. Let me go ahead and put the restream there in the chat. Okay? So just in case, I want to take calls only during. I'm not going to do them at the end unless the last subject you want to talk about because that's how we extend it past. I like to get it while it's fresh on your mind. So therefore, it's in the chat. You can get to it on your phone, laptop, wherever you are. If you got internet connection, pull that shit up. Okay? Now, I just want to say there has been a lot of drama. Okay? Now, Magnus said the stream froze. Can anyone else testify? Stream froze? Let me start pulling up because I had the stream here. Okay, well, I did have the stream here. Okay, here we go. Pull it up. Let's see. Hold up, Magnus. I don't know. Magnus said the stream froze. Can anyone else testify? Stream froze? All right, stream good on Joshua Drake in. It's good. Okay, I'm tripping. All right. So, Magnus, I don't know what's going on. That ain't me this time. Okay. Comcast plucks up a lot of times, but this ain't Comcast. Now, the drama has been ridiculous. So ridiculous that in fact I was contacted by not one, not two, but 4 different individuals in the scene who either has some sort of installation skills or is involved with this installation drama. So let me tell everyone with Nintendo Switches right now the breakdown. Okay? I want to start off by saying one thing for everyone that has version 1 Nintendo Switches. You are some lucky bastards. You don't have to worry about anything else that I'm going to say with this drama. You are completely fine. Get you a jig. Hell, get you some, what is it, kinder wire or something and stuff it down. I don't give a damn what you do, okay? But you're fine. You'll be playing away. This is for people dealing with OLEDs, Mariko units. They're sick of it, okay? There have been multiple people who have came to me and told me that they have had a bad installation. Bad installation, man. That ain't good business. That ain't good business. Okay? One thing I would tell you is I was part of the team that did the beta testing for the SX cores and the SX Lite. And I can tell you the SX Lite was a little difficult for me. I am a noob when it comes to this. That was difficult for me. The core I was able to do. I had a video before Nintendo gave me the, Randy Savage elbow drop off the top ropes. I was living a life, just had the installation video out. But then I realized we were going to be in a whole new world of crap when these OLEDs come out. Or at the time, it was the Nintendo Switch Pro, which we didn't know. We didn't know what was going to happen. But now we know the OLEDs are out. So let me tell everyone that's planning to get their Nintendo Switch modded something. And you guys share this out to every group because they need to hear this. You are probably weary of getting your Nintendo Switch modded. Rightfully so. The Nintendo Switch console cost a pretty penny. Some people might think $300 is nothing, but $300 to some people is a lot of money, okay? It may be the difference between getting this console or this console. So they decide and select this console. And they want to get more out of it. You know what? Hey, I barely had enough money to get games. Maybe I want to do, some retro gaming on it. I want to get my system modded. They go look up, they pull up their serial number. Oh, man, I don't got a version 1 Arista. Next thing you know, they come into this world of Modchips. So, the drama. I'm going to talk about the drama because the consumers are having the problems enough, right? They don't know. And first of all, hold on. Shut down the damn show. Joshua Drake, appreciate the donation. Get that, Joshua Drake, appreciate that. You know what? The algorithm was almost locked up. It was almost. I was this close. This close, Joshua Drake. I appreciate it. Love you, my dude. Love you. Man, Mo fan for life. Okay, but algorithm was this close to being ruined. And I said, I'm going to keep it straight. Okay. My man Sage. I see you out there, Sage. I see you out there. Okay, now, Sage, I was almost there. I almost crossed the bridge. Believe me, the traffic's just too crazy, man. I'm not. It was like 3-hour drive takes 9 hours. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I'm not going back to that. Okay, but I will try. I'm gonna be, let me fly out there. You know what I'm saying? Catch an Uber or something. I ain't doing all the drive. So my man Ball Sack is in the house. Yo, Ball Sack. Let me get you up there. My man Biddy Ball Sack is in the house. Shout out Ball Sack. Now, the drama is I was contacted by multiple people because of an issue with broken Modchip installations. No bueno. Bad business. Broken Modchip installations, which means these people are paying for a service. They send their system. They either find out their system is broken or they receive it only to have it break shortly after. This is bad business. And I'm going to tell you guys, as consumers, it's right to be wary. It's always right. You have groups, some groups out there that do a great job of making sure that they have the utmost respect. The top installers, the people who are going to make sure that if anything does happen, because mistakes happen. We all know mistakes happen. But this is the group of individuals who can fix the issue. And if not, they will make sure to get it to someone who can. Shout out to those groups. Okay, those people, shout out to y'all. Y'all out there rightfully getting your money and making sure customers are happy. But there's this other side, okay? And this other side is saying, I'm being blackballed, bamboozled. Y'all blocking me out of all installs. And this person, I'm going to say person, but it was two people because somebody stuck up for him. But this person told me he is sick. He is sick of being blackballed. Now, I will tell you this. The person being blackballed, won't say his name, but I will say there was multiple posts put up that spoke about him. Okay? Mention his name. Mention his name in a post. All right? Some other things were there, but this person has always been seen all across social media. Everybody's seen him, pictures all over, post pictures all over, does everything, does all the systems, but said that, Nick, I need you to help me. I need you to help me on this one. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I really can't do shit. I can't do shit for him. But I will say this. I understand a little bit where he comes from. So my man is saying I made a mistake, right? We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Made a mistake. He's saying, hey, I don't get the chance to fix my mistake, but everybody else do. Okay. Rightfully so. I said, you know what? As someone who has done installations, if you make a mistake, it's only right. You have the opportunity to right it. Okay, it's only right. But on the other side, I heard that this person lied not once, not twice, but 5 to 9 times.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I can't dig that. I can't dig that, Booker T. So, I don't know the true story. But I am here to tell everybody, if you plan to get your Nintendo Switch modded, and you want to go out there and get a Modchip, there are some things you need to know going into it. Okay? And I don't want to hear no excuses. First of all, there is no guarantees. There's no guarantees. You might end up with a broken system. Okay? There's ways to fix that. Go to, I hate to say it on the podcast, but you can take it back to Walmart and say it's something wrong with it. Okay? Just do what you do. Okay? You can do that. But there's a chance that the system will not work even after you pay for the service. Okay? Because there is risk involved. And honestly, things could happen with everything under perfect conditions. So there's a risk. A lot of times what installers do, like myself, when I install Modchips, what I did is always had a system that was ready, right? So therefore, if I'm modding a system, bam, I broke it. Oh no, here, you take mine. See how that works? That was always my thing. My quick way as an installer to, if I ever had a customer that was, I messed up the system or something happened, I would give them my own, and I made sure the system I had either had the same specs or better. Each time. That's what I did. Okay, that's what I did. Now, shout out. Micro Gaming Repairs. I see you out there. Okay, I see you out there. I appreciate you. Micro Gaming Repairs, it's been a minute. Where you been at? I ain't seen you in a minute. So you should feel this installation part. You should feel this, okay? Because I'm sure you're in the house, right? You probably got some of these systems. Somebody saying, hey, somebody damaged my system. Can you fix it? This is what I will say. Are you entitled to your money back? Let's get to specifics. If you send a system to have it modified and that person cannot modify your system, you should not pay for that service. But that installer does use some of his time. So I do believe there is some sort of something that the installer needs. Maybe waive the shipping fees for the installer. That would be a good thing. Or, you pay for the shipping. That way he doesn't have to pay for the shipping. Doesn't cost him anything, but it costs you just shipping, right? That would be a nice way. So, but there have been people out here that says, hell no, I got my system back. It's halfway working. I sent it somewhere else and got it fixed. But you give me my damn money back. Okay? I don't think it worked like that. But there's no promise that your system is going to work. Next thing, if you are sending it off, make sure that the person you're sending it to has at least 5 reliable sources. The problem happens when you get one source, okay, who's a friend of a friend who says, oh yeah, I had my system modded, man. Hell yeah, go to him. And he blows your damn system up. Stop spending money on randos installing on your system. Now, that out the way. A lot of these groups on Facebook, shout out Facebook.
Can you dig it?
I'm smashing the damn Stream Deck button. Shout out Facebook, okay? Facebook has wonderful groups. I've seen a lot of them. And these groups on Facebook, they have a great group of guys who do great installations. Okay, shout out them. I've seen a lot of the work. Some of the work makes me just, I could never do that. They got all the tools, okay? So if you are going to make the move, make sure all your posts are in a public setting besides the business post, if you know what I mean. Okay? Which means, the business posts stay behind the scenes, but everything else you want to put in the light. So at least you can say, hey, you got to reach out to another installer. Hey, I've spoken with this person. Maybe they can give you information about the installers. Hell, that's what you need to do. You need to ask installers about other installers. Because one thing I found is that some installers want money and some installers just want you to have a good system. That's a big difference. For me, I find that installers who typically just want the money are the ones who typically mess up systems more, or have to come up with reasons or excuses, as some people say. This is my thought. But someone who just says, hey, this installer is cool, you can go to him too, he does a great job. That's an installer that doesn't need the money, that's more concerned with you having a great system, and in return, they get to make a profit. This is the problem we're having right now. So I'm going to actually pull up, and I'm not going to pull it up on screen, but I am going to pull it up in front of me. Some of these messages that were sent to me. Okay. Wow. Okay. All I'm going to say is wow. I damn near want to play some of them, but I can't do that because that would be a little messy. I will say it'd be a little messy, and that ain't my taste. Especially when I got one-on-one convos with some of these people. I don't like to do that. Okay. But I'm going to read some of this. So a lot of people on the Facebook groups probably already know about this post. This one I actually looked for. I couldn't find it. Maybe it's deep in the archive somewhere. I don't know. But this reads as follows. Don't trust all installers. They lie and steal others' work and claim it to be their own. If they mess up, they end up sending it to someone else to fix, and you as a customer don't even know it. Not going to call out any names. Just be careful. Be careful.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I can dig it. Well written. Okay. Now this post. Okay, I'm gonna go back to chat because I'm gonna make sure. Chat, y'all be wilding out there. Now let's go over some of these. I'm gonna just go through things. If I break it, I get the customer my own console, but that hasn't happened yet. Shout out my man Magnus, you know what? I do the exact same thing. I actually had a console break on me, and I gave my console to another customer, and I will not even start modding unless I have a console of the same type and everything. Like, that's the way I am. Magnus! Oh, Magnus. Hold up, Magnus. I gave you too many gunshots. I wasn't supposed to give you that many, but the $5, I'm going to give you Mario jumps. I haven't even gave out any Mario jumps today. What new sounds I got?
It's not a matter of, it's a matter of.
I got Kanye West. Oh, whoa, Magnus. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. Magnus, my bad, man. I wasn't supposed to give you that sound. It's not like that. Pause. Okay, pause. That wasn't supposed to. I don't even know how that one got on the soundboard. Okay. Wow. Okay. Appreciate that, Magnus. Thank you for that. I don't know where that came from. Okay, I gotta press it one more time. I got to, because I got random sounds. Hold on. Oh my God. Magnus, I'm so sorry, man. That was so pause worthy. Magnus, drinks on me next time, but I appreciate it. One thing I will say, and Magnus, I'm glad that you mentioned you give your system up, because I'm one that does the same. There's a lot of people out there who will not give their system up. They just won't. They're not giving their system up. They could be like, yo, just give me more time. I got to fix it. Yo, give me more time. Give me more time, my man. Just give me 3 more days, please. Okay. 3 days later, they come back. Look, man, you still ain't fixed my system. No, I'm trying to, man. Look, where my system at? Look, boom, kick down the door. Next thing you know, your system busted. They done brought your system up, and they was trying to spend days trying to get it fixed. So just know that risk is always there. I don't want you to ever go one day without thinking that risk is not there. Now, I got to go. Roberto, I like this. This is the dude. Oh, my man, Roberto, I didn't even see you. Roberto, yo, this is the dude to follow. You going to make it big, Nick. Bacardi Limon and Sprite, and you all right. Yo, my man, he right. You right. Bacardi Limon is so damn fire. Oh, my goodness. One of the first drinks I actually started drinking was Bacardi Limon, believe it or not. You know, and then the other one was Tanqueray and Lime. I watched some movie in South Central LA. Just let's see that. But that's why I was drinking Tanqueray and Lime. Okay. Ask other installers about other installers. Do you hear that? Perfect fact. Because one thing about all installers is all installers seem to know each other. They're in a little ecosystem that you might not know about, where they sometimes can receive systems and hear names. Now, their job is not to discredit anyone, but there is times where systems can be broken because of someone else's work, and they receive these consoles, and they hold that information. So just imagine how many consoles some of them receive. Okay. I said, yo, my man, that's what he already know what to do. Send your system to the heavy hitters. That's the smartest thing to do. You know what's the problem with the heavy hitters? Heavy hitters got a wait list. You know what I mean? Heavy hitters like, look, man, I work Monday through Friday, dude. Okay, I only mod systems on Saturday and Sunday, and I got about 30 lined up. And you're like, you know what? Heavy hitter, I'm going to wait for you. Okay. Now, my man. Oh, my man Joe. Hold up. My man G.I. Joe. Hold on. Let me see G.I. Joe is in the house. Let me bring my man G.I. Joe on for a quick. G.I. Joe.
Yo, what's going on, Nick?
G.I. Joe. What's up? We got a little echo in the
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Oh, is that my
Can you hear me?
Is the TV going? Is the TV going?
Well, yeah. Say, look, you're on TV on the big screen, Nick. You're on the Nick Moses on 5 Dante screen.
Let's go. Joe, what do you got to add to this, man? I know you've been hearing it. What do you got to add?
Well, my information to everybody is, there is a secret chat room. I'm not mentioning the secret chat room where all the mod people are included. I'm included. I'm not an installer of the mod chips, but everyone talks about similar problems, how to diagnose certain problems. Here's a little tidbit. 14.0.0 isn't really working that well with the mod chips. There's a way around it. You have to rebuild the database, from what some people are telling me, but I can't confirm this. I don't have a chip system. But you just gotta be careful. If the installation seems too good to be true, then don't go for it. You got to pay the money, and you got to be really careful. The best thing I can tell people is, like, if you see, let's say, some guy named Bob, oh, I just had so and so mod my system. Contact that individual privately and say, hey, how's the work? Does it work out well? Is it a legit chip, or is it the counterfeit chips or whatever? And talk to them.
Beautiful. Well said. And one thing I heard about 14.0 and the OLED installations is you do have to retrain the chip if you're using SysNAND, but if you're on EmuNAND, you don't. That's what I heard. Okay, that's the last
Yes.
I've heard, and that may be correct. Am I correct on that?
Yes, you're true. Yes, that's what I'm hearing too. And also another thing is just be careful what rooms you go to. I'm the admin of the Nintendo Switch modding and homebrew group. We got 28,000 members there. There's only a couple of admins. I'm one of them, and some of the other people. I don't know if they want their names mentioned, but it's a great place to go. So, it's a private chat room. You have to be in a queue to be accepted.
There's one thing I want to say, Joe. In that group, one of the biggest groups there is, with this Modchip installation drama. Joe, have you heard anything recently? Were you pulled into any of this drama at all?
Yeah, people are asking me certain information about the certain member that got, terminated or whatever. I'm not going to mention that person's name because, I'm good friends with them. But, it's just big drama right now. You got to be careful. It's not that person's fault. It has to do with the chips. Sometimes you get bad batches of the mod chips and you don't know until you install it. It's not their fault. You just got to be careful. And the biggest problem, if a noob wants to go after the mod chip installation, you got to watch out for them caps. You damage them caps,
you know what,
then
Joe?
you're pretty messed up.
I'm glad you mentioned that because those caps are something that was mentioned in guides when we were doing the testing, but it's very easy to just knock off a cap and just mess things up. So, no, I'm glad you mentioned that. Joe,
I heard
you at the restaurant. Joe, how many you got left? You hanging out of 8 top, 3 top? What's going on?
No, we're closed right now. We got pretty busy. We had a 3 top and a 2 top, another 3 top, and takeout orders.
Joe, nice. My man, Joe, as always, I'm going to bring you in for another. We got more subjects. This is the first one. We got plenty of it. But I'm glad to have an admin of the group come in here and also confirm that he was brought into this drama as well. So I ain't tripping.
Yep. Catch you later then, Nick.
Man, later, Joe. I'm going to get with you, man.
Oh, yes.
Hey, tell Sonny and my man, the Aki Way. Tell Aki Way I said I'm a
Wait, I'll bring on Aki real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Yo, where Aki?
Say hello.
Bring Aki, man.
Yo.
Aki!
What's up?
Yo, hold on 1 second. I'm going to grab the old man. Hold on, Nick.
Oh, man.
I'll share my dad. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, man, Sonny. Oh, man. Sonny!
Hey, forget about it. Did you drop a bomb on me?
Hey, I gave you a bomb. There you go. You officially got a bomb, Sonny. You officially got one. Great to see you. Great to see you.
Okay, Nick. We can continue the chat later, okay?
Man, I'm going to holler at you, man.
All right.
Yo, that's great, man. Great. Love to see it, man. My man, Sonny. Oh, man. Hold up. Red Ghost, I see you. I see you out there. Okay, I see you, Red Ghost. Like up. He right. Like up. I'm over there, Red Ghost. I'm over there liking. We got to start some ring or something, man. We got to get some connect. You know what I'm saying? We got these channels going. We going to talk, okay? Minna. Now, I'm glad Minna is in the house. Minna, okay? I'm just going to say this. I ain't going to say much, Minna, because I'm on wax and I'm already on my 4th or 5th cup of wine. But Minna, your name was mentioned. The person definitely sent something that had a reference to you. But I think you already knew that, man. I think you knew that. Okay. You're well in tune with everything, man. I'm a smart guy. You're well in tune with everything, man. You know how things go. Okay. But Minna said there's no retraining needed. Now, Minna, you got to explain that because I heard there was retraining needed. I heard if you had an OLED and you got 14.0, there was people like, oh gosh, my system's broke all over the place. Is that true? Okay, is that true with OLED? And OLEDs have a different way to be installed. So for those who do not understand, just understand if you got a Mariko, it's it's different. Okay, just stay out of this. Stay out of this. Grown folks' business. Okay, the caps aren't even needed. They're filter caps. Oh, it's good to know. But I've heard about it. I haven't broken a cap myself. I've been fine. So it auto rewrites the payload and retrains. Oh, nice. Okay, nice. Didn't know that. Okay, Minna. Dropping some knowledge on us. Minna, don't hurt us like that. Don't hurt us. Okay, don't hurt us. My man Magnus. Hold up. I'm going to get to you. I got something. Crom, I see you. I'm going to get to you. Hold up. No problem on 8 different consoles when updating to 14 with Modchip. On this end, but I use Putty to make sure the payload is wrote and trained with Putty. Not all installers do it that way. Yo, people don't understand Putty. Putty goes back so far and is so useful. You guys don't understand the things I've had to do with Putty and still to see someone utilize it. Beautiful. I think that's beautiful. Magnus, great job. Great job. Okay, Crom. Okay, Crom, I ain't see you in a minute. Where you? Give you a couple shots, man. Sup, nigga? It's been a year since I watched you. Been busy with work. How's the Switch modding doing with soft mods so far with the Marika? Oh, man, you better come back in 5 years. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's good to see you, Crom. Yeah, things ain't changed much, man. You get a mod shit. Okay, that's what it is. Go get mod shits. For those who don't know, I got 2. Okay, I'm sitting on them. I don't know what I want to do. I want an OLED, but I'm so worried because there's installers out there that know everything that they're doing. I can install, but I'm sorry, this OLED got me scared, y'all. That's how tough it looked to me. When I did the light, I said the light, that's a little tough, but the core I got. No, this OLED scares the living shit out of me. I'm scared. I look at this and I'm like, I got magnifying glasses, the right soldering iron tips. I got everything. And I still don't want to attempt it. To each his own. Even with the ribbons. I heard they're getting ribbons and everything. To each his own. Get a Steam Deck. Oh, Shane. Stop it, Shane. Stop it, Shane. I'm not getting it. Just for the simple fact I'm a hater. As a proud hater, you cannot get the system you hated on. It's just something you can't do. So I will forever be, torn without the Steam Deck and the emulation. Hey, I'm a hater. You know what I mean? What do you think Browns fans from Cleveland deal with all their life? By the way, going to Pennsylvania, Joe, Ohio was scary. Okay, let's just say that. All right, so now let me get back to the post. I'm just going to get back to these posts because one thing I wanted to do was I did want to talk about the post. Okay, so this person, this individual, he told me, he said, Nick, this post was about me. Everything about it was about me from the image that was in it. And I confronted the person. He said, I confronted him. Okay, I told him. I said, what the hell is this? How you going to throw me under the bus without giving me the opportunity to write something? We had a confidential talk, and you went out and snitched on me. That's what he told me. Okay, he said they had a professional, line. They had a secure line, Telegram shit. Okay, and it was just, and he went and snitched all the beans, posted it. Everybody knew. And better yet, everybody doubled down on it. You should have seen the responses. Great job. Yeah, that guy is tearing systems up left and right. Somebody else said, yeah, that guy tore up 3 of my systems. And it was a snowball of shit show on this one person. And this one person called me about it. He called me. I never got a call from this person. I've had voice messages. I've spoken, I speak with everybody. Believe it or not, I have some sort of communication or no about everyone. Don't get it twisted. This person actually sent me a few voice messages and then called me. I said, oh, this shit is real. It's real. This man called me. You know how it is when your Facebook blowing up because it ain't your regular phone. So you like, oh, who the hell is calling me? You know what I mean? Is that me? So I look, oh, damn. Well, shit, I'm at work, man. Give me a second. Let me call you back. Call them back and I'm tired of it. They sitting there ragging on me. This is how I make my money for a living. I'm going through it. My life is being torn to shambles. And now they want to take away my money from Modchips. I'm sick of it, Nick. Say something about it on Sunday. Bow! I said, ooh, shit. Ooh, wait. That dude meant business. Okay, so the guy called me. And I'm not gonna lie. He spoke. Some people he didn't want to say too bad, but he was letting them have it. He said he's sick of it. Okay, and everybody who knows who this is, matter of fact, anybody, if you mention them in the chat, you mention them in the chat. I ain't gonna say it's him or not. Okay. But I did not snitch. The main post had no name. Yo, man up! Yo, I don't even know if that's your hold up, man. Let me see. Of that Magnus. Oh yeah, Magnus. Oh God. Why do I get pulled and everything? Magnus, that was you. No, Magnus, you didn't. Magnus, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so let's talk. Let's talk real quick. Let's pull up the chairs, guys. Let's have a real talk. Okay. So I got a homie, right? I got a homeboy. We talking, this and that, right? And then I say, yo, I had, my homeboy. Let's say this. Let's just break it down anymore. Let's say my homeboy, I think, be fucking shit up. Okay, algorithm gone. Okay, we just threw the algorithm all the way to the side. But let's say he just tearing it up, right? So I'm like, man, he's still my boy, though. Still my boy. So then he comes to me. He's like, yo, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I just tore up another one, son. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get right, though. But I'm going to pass this to you. And you like, look, man, I can't be doing your systems every time, man. You broke this one, then you broke that one. Then you want me to do this. Like, I can't keep doing your systems, man. And then he goes, yo, we used to go back. We went back for years. Remember all that money I brought you? You really going to sell me out on one mistake? And now you done lost your friendship. I can see that. But then if I go on, let's say this, I go and make a post. I go on Facebook. I say, yo, watch out for these shady folks. Because these folks will break your system. These folks with this type of picture and this type of desktop and this type of workbench and this type of mouse pad and this type of name. I don't know if that's how I went. I'm talking shit. I didn't have too many questions. Y'all didn't see I didn't drink the damn old bottle of wine. I'm lit right there. Okay. But I will say this. Names were given in the post. You know what? Hell, man, you know what, Magnus? I'm glad you said, fuck it. I did. Garbage work needs to be called out, especially when you break over sex. Magnus! Oh my goodness. Minna and Magnus. Y'all are just shut down the show. I don't know what to do with y'all. Man. Okay. But Minna and Magnus, let me talk to y'all. Since y'all go ahead. Y'all said it. That's what I like. Okay. I ain't out here. But my man Minna said, I don't give a damn. Call it. He broke 6. Now, Minna, I want to tell you, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say this. Okay. This individual, we can all admit, has done some good work. Some. Can I get some? Can I get an amen? And can I get a 1 in the chat? Or, did he do okay work? I haven't personally had work from this person. Can anyone vouch for this person right now? Come on, can I get a 1 in the chat? If I put a 1, okay, can I get everybody else? Put a 1 in the chat if this person does good installations. It's quiet. From what I'm seeing, it looks like everybody doesn't think this person does a good job. Damn. I'm sticking. I can't. How am I going to stick up for him? I'm sitting here sticking up for him. Yeah, my man. He's still my, you know what? He my dog, though. He my dog. See, I'm different. I ride or die with my dog. I ain't going to die with him, no. But I'm going to ride with him. Okay. My dog, man, he might be tripping, okay? But he has been exiled. And apparently, from what he said, he has not only shut down his Facebook, he shut down everything. He shut it down all. He don't even want to deal with it no more. He said the drama has been too much for me. My life is filled with a bunch of terrible things, and this is just another one to add on to. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. My wife was right there to testify. I was speaking on the phone. My wife was like, you know how, I'm going to tell you this, fellas, if you don't know. If you're talking to a homie of yours for more than an hour, your wife is looking at you funny. Okay. Better be your brother or your dad or something. If it ain't that, your wife looking at you funny. So I was talking with her for a little bit, and she looking at me like, dude, you still on the phone with this grown-ass man? I said, yeah, you right. You know, he said something. He said, yo, you got to talk about this on your podcast because this is ridiculous. This is how I make my living. I just had the other job shit on me, and now I'm trying to, Nick, talk. I said, I got him. But Minna, I will say this. Minna, you do great work. I just say that. I've seen work. You do great work. Okay? So I cannot say. But OLEDs is something that was a new monster for all those who getting the Modchip installations. OLEDs is something that you want to make sure you got the right installer for. My man Marcus said it best. Yo, look at my man Marcus, man. Look at my man Marcus, man. You only go to 2 heavy hitters: micro gaming repairs and aesthetics. Yeah, you see micro gaming. Here, let me put that up. Micro gaming repairs, you ain't even got to worry. I got you. He do not do installations, only repairs. I got you. Okay, I got you. Hit him up on Telegram or something. You know I go. He do not do installations. He only does repairs. An installation is completely off the table. He don't even work with that stuff. Don't message him about an installation. I got you. I helped you out. Okay. Try and work with you. I know how I go. All right. We try and look up. You never know. You know, Nintendo watching the hell out this trip. Okay. But I will say this. What Magnus said right here about that gentleman is true. He does great work, and I have not heard any problems into the OLEDs. The OLEDs are done differently, and if you don't know how to do them, it can't be difficult. I could see someone knowing how to do it and someone not knowing how to do it, and it be some sort of like, oh, he can do them, but I can't, and a kind of challenge to hurry up and want to do the OLEDs to be able to keep up with demand. That's what I told y'all earlier. Okay, if it's a money thing and they really want the money, that's when you need to watch out. If they want your system good. So, for instance, if they tell you, hey, I don't care where you go, as long as you get your system modded and it works, that's cool with me. That person might be the person to mod your system. But if they tell you, hey, don't go to anybody else, only come to me because everybody else is going to screw you, that's the person you need to watch out for. That's all I'm going to, go ahead and say on that. Now, I want to make sure I didn't miss nothing in the chat. But this one right here, Minna. We going to talk, Minna. Minna said it's garbage work. Damn, Minna. You sick for that. Garbage work. Just called it what it was. Minna said, I ain't even got no time for it. So I'm going to ask you this, Minna. Okay? It's garbage work. Okay? The reason I'm laughing because there's other messages I got that I have a feeling, Minna, you're very familiar with. Wow, buddy. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to just say from this post, because this post was public. I'm going to put the public. Any private messages that I get sent, which believe me, I get sent a lot of private stuff, I will not be showing it. It is just not Nick Moses 05 character. But what I will say is one of the comments back was, which is from a good man, by the way, good man. An awesome job. You do quality work and are a pleasure to work with. Now, this is speaking with the person who made the post. Okay? If someone is having issues doing install, it should probably be mentioned so others don't fall to the same fate. That was a double down. Okay? First one let you know that was a double down. You should probably mention it so others don't fall to the same fate. The next one was, bow, he sent it to me. They put the name down. They said, bam, in the middle of the post. I said, oh, shit. Ooh, that boy ain't going to be around for long. They trying to exile him, okay? All right, but, right, so hopefully everyone is warned. Thanks for helping out the community. Now, this is to the OP, okay? Thanks for helping out the community. Uninformed people shouldn't have to pay a price. So someone else says, what happened? Is that a bad install? And then somebody said, yeesh, I haven't even been able to convince myself to step in. Now I hear this. Yeah, all right. Then somebody said, I just had the same thing come to me. Somebody sent me this man broke stuff. Oh, damn. And the storm pile of shit came on. So he sends me all of this, right? And I'm going through. I can go past all the posts. There's one thing that he got upset. Okay? He was upset because he just feels like you're cutting his water off. And I know a lot of people might not know what that means. Cutting the water off. Let me go ahead and break it down for you. When someone cuts your water off, you hung out to dry. So if you're making money down an avenue and someone stops your money, they cut your water off. And this man feel like his water was cut off. Now, I don't know how much money, okay, he was making. I ain't pocket watching. I'll leave that to the women out there. Okay, I don't pocket watch. Occasionally, I ain't gonna front. But I ain't pocket watching. My man could have 7, 8 systems to do. But I'm going to tell you guys some things as consumers to look out for. I mentioned first, ask installers about other installers. That is very important because installers know about the history of other installers as well. Because a lot of these installers have been here for years. It's not just Nintendo Switches. They've been doing this for years, dude. You old school? Okay. So you want to make sure that. Also, you want to make sure that the person you're sending it to has something to give you in case of a mistake. See, what I usually say is if you break my system, what happens? That's a question you need to ask. Because if they answer back, well, I just give you back the system and we swap it out somewhere, that ain't the answer I want to hear. I want to hear, man, if I broke the system, I would give you my own. That's somebody who is dedicated to fixing your system. Now, if you call them and say, hey, man, can you get my system? Look, I need you to really mod my system. I got the Modchip already. I could send it to you right now. And they say, guess what, man? You can wait. I got 8 in front of you. Now, heavy hitters. My man Marcus spoke about the heavy hitters. Waiting on a heavy hitter is one thing. Waiting on a lightweight is another. Okay, because a lightweight might not ever get to your system. It might be 4 months later. He still got your system. So make sure you're going to the right people, okay? Now, micro gaming repairs, I want to say I still got your cards around here somewhere. I got plenty of your cards around here. And I tell you, I worked with micro gaming repairs before. Mena, yo, I ain't even got to talk about you, okay? But micro gaming repairs don't do no installs. Yo, Moses, I'll tell you straight up, I don't know the drama going on. Yes, OLEDs are done differently, but if a chip just stops working after a couple days, the installer should at least take a look to see if it's their work or the chip. Talk to them nice. So, for anyone that receives back a system, if something does happen, it is only right to send it back to the person who did the install and give them the opportunity to fix. I do agree with that. Now, in this case, one thing I will say is that something I've been hearing is that this person does not know how to do these type of systems. But if the consumer has made the purchase with that person, let them handle it. That's their business. They got to handle it. We can't step in there. We step in another person's business. That's a little dirty. So even if that person needs 3 attempts to get it right, it is still his business. Okay? You can inform the customer, hey, this might be the issue. Maybe you can tell that installer, hey, this is what's going on. But this installer doesn't hear shit anybody says. I can tell you, this installer is tired of the shit. This installer says he has spoken to everybody in this group and that group. He said, Nick, everyone has shitted on me, and I'm looking for you to speak up for me. That's what he said. That's what he told me. He said, every single installer is shitting on me, Nick. I need to pay money for my children, and I can't afford what I'm occurring in bills. I felt that. I feel somebody not being able to pay their bills. This is what I want to say though. To each his own. We all face hardships, man. We all face them. God has different journeys for each of us. I've been down and out, man. I've been without a job. I've been there. You know what I mean? Without a job, looking for some sort of revenue, couldn't do it. And I was actually doing systems. I'm going to tell you how bad I was. I was to the point that I was standing on the side of a damn GameStop. Okay. I was waiting for people to come in and I was telling them, hey, don't spend $60 on the game. You can come with me, spend $40, get your game modded, and I'll give you a free game, the newest game of your choice. When you're hustling and when you're making money on the side, some people, it's self-employment. All right. As much as I might say YouTube on the side, these donations, I love y'all, man, because these donations keeping it real. Y'all viewing and hitting that like button and sharing this content out is MoFam. That's why I'm coming out. I'll go anywhere to see y'all. I love y'all. This is what's making it grow. Once I cut this off, though, it's my real life. It's my life, man. It's my normal day-to-day life. I got a job. I got a 9-to-5 job. I'm posting videos. I got like 7 videos that are uploaded, literally ready to post. So these side hustles that we do are side hustles to some of us, but to other people, they're their full-time employment. This person just happened to lose their job. Shut up! Oh, damn. That was the wrong... Yo, he's going to be so mad at me. I'm trying to represent him. Okay. Garbage work needs to be called out. Oh, man. Now, one thing is true. With garbage work, okay, if it's not called out, what happens? Somebody else pays for the service from the garbage person. So I can respect that. Okay, now, Minna, let's see. Or when they burn up the CMD resistor, resulting in a purple screen, and send it to someone else to repair because they're not capable of soldering a 0201 resistor. Oh! Yo, Minna, why you do that? Why you do that? You know what it was. Oh, damn you, Minna. Damn, man. Woo, he called it. Now, this person, I want to say, Minna, what if the person got shaky hands? Okay, their hands be shaking, Minna. Sometimes, Minna, I'm trying to be serious. Sometimes people's hands be shaking and they can't do them little resistors, Minna. Stop, Minna. Give him a chance, man. Give my man a chance, man. Y'all wrong. I'm so mad at y'all, man. Y'all go, man. Sometimes them little resistors, if your hand's shaking, look, I can hold my hand still, but if I'm trying to solder, I might be like this. Them little resistors is hard to hold with some tweezers. I've had to do one, believe it or not. Those resistors you're talking about, I kid you not, those resistors are small as grit. If you drop it on the floor, you might as well say it's as good as gone, unless you're going to literally get flat on the floor and start looking for it. That's how small these resistors are. I actually put one back on, but it was, not the cleanest, but it was on. Okay, it soldered and it worked. That's all I meant. Okay, I don't really care about the other stuff. By the way, Joe, I killed your wine. Your wine's gone, man. I just killed the whole bottle. Okay, I'm litty. Okay, so Minna, I agree. I'll agree with you, Minna. I'm not even gonna hate. If you can't solder a certain resistor, some people might see that as being like a bad thing. But Minna, let me ask you this: if the person can do the job, is that okay? Maybe they just have to be careful and make sure not to break a resistor or bend anything or break anything. If they can do that, are they a good installer? Because from what Minna said, okay, and I heard 6, that's a lot of systems, y'all. That's a lot of damn systems. 6 systems, yo. If I hear somebody breaking 6 systems, I'm not sending you my shit. I'm gonna keep it 100 now. I'm already I'm a whole bottle in. If I hear somebody broke 6 systems, I'm not sending you my shit. I'm not. Why would I send you my shit? You broke 6 systems, dude. I'm sending. Don't tell me that. If you broke 6 systems, please don't let nobody tell me that. Do not tell me that. Just fix my system. Just send me my system, man. Oh God. Now, don't be modding consoles if you got shaky hands. He ain't lying, man. You sitting there. Yeah, I agree. You shouldn't be soldering. Working with a soldering iron, you got very shaky hands. Nothing short of whiskey will not fix. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. My man Magnus, I'm talking about. Hey, get your glass of whiskey, man. It'll cool you off. You see the little glisten? That's the little glisten right there. That cool me off. That's all I need. Yo, this wine got me litty. Joe, what did you do with this wine? What did you put in there? Okay. It's closer to 9. I was being nice and lowered it. Yo, you know what's funny, Minna? You're right. Because the number 6 was low. Because I actually have the real number that you said. You know I got it. Okay, you already know now, Minna. You know everything. Okay, yes, it was. That's the number I heard. Around 9. And if I heard, I'm going to be honest, if I heard somebody broke 9 systems, I'm not messing with them. Now, let's go to this. If it was 9 systems, but they were all not technically broken, but just were not properly updated, that's a different story, okay? That's something that can be told and can be fixed if it is just a procedural issue or a software issue. If it's just those things. If it's outside of that, Minna, if it's hardware, if you're telling me you looked at the work and you seen this person's work and this person's work was shit, let me know. Let me know. And yes, Joe, that wine, give you a couple of them. I got extra sounds, but I hit the buttons and I always do stuff like, that's why I don't want to hit random buttons. Let's see what this one is.
It's not a matter of.
What the hell is this? Oh, yeah. Okay, just testing out the sounds. My bad. Okay, that wine is strong. It hits you out of nowhere. Hell yeah, this wine is strong, man. Last time I was at the restaurant, I'm not going to lie, Joe, that food was delicious. But I got to get back on track. Okay, get back on track. The wine's done. That's it. I'm completely wasted for the show. So, Minna has made a great point. If you do have shaky hands, you shouldn't be modding systems. To this person, I want to say this, and this is directly to the person that I'm sticking up for, okay? Dude, man, I love you, bro. I love you, man. I've been there with you, man. You've been going through a lot. I've seen all the stuff you've been going through. You know what I mean? I remember you was messaging me, telling me everything you're going through. I seen the pictures. I remember, I ain't going to say the biz, but you know what happened. With the situation. I seen it all. And one thing I'm going to tell you is that I've been with you through it all, man. I've been sticking up for you 24/7, every single group. If someone gets banned from a group, y'all know me. I will literally message an admin and say, yo, can we have my dog back in? He's a good man. And I'm only going to vouch for you if you're a good man. So you can tell that I didn't message none of y'all, so I don't know. So that I can't tell if my man is good or not. But he's cool with me, okay? So that's all I got to say. He's cool with me, okay? So when you have to return or swap systems to Walmart, GameStop, and Amazon, you should stop after 2. Oh. Yo, my man Magnus preaching. If y'all don't know what he's saying, I'm going to give you a prime example. My first time modding a system, I did a great job. I had help. But my second one didn't go so well. I actually... somehow deleted the damn firmware. I tried to read it and it gave an error during the read, and all of a sudden that was it. Yes, I did a Wally swap. He is right. A Wally swap. For those who don't know what the Wally swap is, I will tell you right now. And y'all better listen close because a lot of people don't know this. We give y'all exclusive information today on Nick Moses 05 Gaming Podcast. If you have a system that you have attempted to mod and you've made a mistake, you as an individual, let's say you're soldering on it, maybe you just had the system open and one of the audio video cables just dropped down and it bam, whatever happens, right? You are mad because you wanted to do something new with your system, but you messed up. You can always take a system back to Walmart, GameStop, or Amazon and get your money back. I am telling you the cheap ass tactics. And believe me, they probably would take this damn video down because I'm telling y'all the exclusive. Walmart, what I used to do, and this is way over 7 years, so I can go ahead and give this exclusive. I used to actually take my Xbox 360 systems. I used to have people say, hey, I don't care if your damn system is broke, whatever, bring it to me. They used to bring me broke systems. You know what I used to do? I say, here you go. I give them my system. They go, oh, shit, man. Here, they give me money. All right. I take that broke system. I buy a brand new system from Walmart. Oh, my gosh, spanking new. Right out the box. You can smell it. I pull it out. And, you know, I got my, what is the little things that push into the back of the Xbox 360? You remember? Beep, beep, beep. It hits all of them. Clap, clap, clap. I'm not tearing it open like everybody else. I'm doing that shit so pretty. Bing, 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 bing. I open it up. I take out all the internals of the system and I put it in there. And for those OGs that know, there was a sticker by the USB slot that you had to make sure to change because GameStop was good. GameStop actually had an extra seal on the back of the system that if it was tampered with or broken, they would not take it back. So you had to be real good on these systems. Okay, I've seen people do the blow dryer. I've done it before. You know, get the sticker off. You had to have very good tactics. But what happens? You take your system back. You get a brand new system for free. So now the mistake that you have done, you now got a brand new system. You can start from scratch again. Okay, I've done it. Okay, we've all probably been victim to this. The problem is after you do like 2, okay, you're going to be looking funny. You're going to walk up in there and they're going to tell you, no, we're not taking it back. And you're going to go, why? Why won't you take it back? I have the receipt. And they're going to go, because you're bringing stuff back every damn day. We know what's going on. Why don't you go somewhere else? You go to another Walmart that then call down the street. So watch how you're doing it. Okay, just watch how you're doing it. If you're going to do it smart. Do it at Walmart first. Do it at GameStop next. GameStop is great because they got pre-owned systems. So I'm going to tell you, I bought a PlayStation 4 from GameStop. I was praying it had 9.0 or under. I said, please, come on, PlayStation 4, work with me. And I cut it on. It had 9.03. I cut that shit right off and took it back. That's what you do. Now you're forgetting about your Switch. Yo, Micro Gaming Repairs. You remember the Switch Lite. Yo, shout out to Micro Gaming Repairs. You remember the Switch Lite. You know what I'm saying? Still got that ribbon and everything, by the way. Okay, Micro Gaming Repairs help me out. For those who don't know, on that, can I say that? Actually, I made a mistake during an installation and Micro Gaming Repairs repaired it for me. I got you, dog. I got you. I'm good with this. Okay, in Australia, the serial number is recorded. Damn. For real, Shane? Yo, they record the serial number? So, like, if you was to bring a system back, but that's cool. I'm going to swap all the stickers. It's cool. It's going to be the same serial. Record the serial number. Shit, I'm going to have the same stickers and everything. I swap stickers. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I don't know about everybody else. I swap stickers. And also casing for Xbox 360. For those who don't know, the top casing, okay, has the serial number on it. The bottom casing did not. Okay, so a little lesson for y'all. The Walmart swap is great. I got it. My man G.I. Joe. For those who don't know about the Volley swap, Walmart swap is great. I got about 10 hard drives for free, LOL. Just put some weight in it, okay? And did that with the PlayStation 2. Yo, shout out my man Joe. Shout you out. Now, I'm going to move on because I got a lot of topics. I don't even see how I didn't move on because the other one's about Nintendo as well. Because Nintendo's been a shit show. A great shit show, by the way, because I love them. They have great games and everything. So when I say a shit show, I mean it in the most respectfully way. Okay. But I want to say this before we take off on this subject. To my dude, last but not least, before we out, I tried, man. I tried to bring up this subject. I tried to represent you. I tried to shut you out. Okay. Shout you out. But it seems like everybody here in the chat is calling out some things that you have done. I would have loved if you could have been here and stood up for yourself because you told me you was going to be you're there. Matter of fact, I might as well say you're there. But you need to come and stick up for yourself. Don't let this be the story. If this is not the case, don't let it be all. Okay, you need to come back and say, hey, first thing you need to do is admit. Okay, just admit, hey, this shit is a shit show, but let me get back in here. Okay, that's the way you need to do it. So shout out my man. Okay.
Can you dig it? Dig it, sucker.
Now let's go ahead. I got too much to talk about. Booker T, Booker T. That song is so, I don't know why that song is so iconic to me. Now, Nintendo lawyers are back at it. Yes, I could not wait to talk about this. Yo, this dude, oh my goodness. Let me give y'all the background. I'm gonna get to the article, but the article's not even as good as I'm gonna put it. So, random guy, he was over in Japan sometime. He, buys a, in 96, he bought a Super Mario 64 guide. He's strolling around. Man, beautiful. Now, you guys remember back in 96, for all my old retro gamers, strategy guides held something that we just don't get nowadays. We get these texts. I still read text walkthroughs. Who reads those? Am I the only person that still reads those text walkthroughs that no one else does? Like, no pictures. I just want strictly text. That's it. Okay, I'm different. But these strategy guides used to be beautiful. They used to give you tips. They used to show you layouts of the land. They used to explain more about the world. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this guy buys this Super Mario 64 guy from Japan. He's over here, he's chilling. I don't know if he's in the States, wherever he's at. He's relaxing. He says, yo, I got to share this with the world, because I realize if I do not archive this beautiful piece of gaming, we will lose it. And we have been losing a lot of gaming. Shout out to Ukraine. There is a computer lab, I think, it held like a lot of different things that were archived for years that was destroyed. They say to Russian bombing. So shout out to them. You know what I mean? Like, that is something that I take, because I love things that are archived. I do think we need to archive everything, because for educational purposes, we need to teach our youngins. This is what we played. This is how these games were made. This is what they were made on. I mean, they help. Okay, they really help. And Super Mario 64, by the way, is still played by the youngins. So let's just get that out of the way. So this guy says, hey, I want to scan this and put it on archive.org, because I want everyone else to be able to enjoy this beautiful piece of history. Shout out to him. That's until Nintendo came on that ass. Nintendo seen this put up, and yes, they sent the cease and desist and said, take that hit down.
Can you dig it, sucker?
This is no joke. I'm not joking. Nintendo has taken down a lot of things. They've taken down my videos. Other videos. I think Modchip sent, not Modchip, what is his name? Damn it, I keep forgetting his name. But you know who I'm talking about. The guy who has the face covering and everything. He got taken off YouTube because of Nintendo. Okay? Nintendo has taken out many people, by the way. Many channels have been taken because of Nintendo. Even channels who are not doing homebrew activity. Channels who might be covering just music. There are music channels that have been taken down by Nintendo. Nintendo seen this guide from 96 that was made in Japan and said, oh my God, they are posting artwork. We must take it down. Yeah! And Nintendo destroyed the shit and sent a cease and desist. This is crazy. Now, for this one, I am going to pull up the article. Let's go ahead and take a look into this article, because the fact that this strategy guide was in 96 and in Japan, and nobody's making money from it, and it's not like they put it up there and had a donation link or ads running or all types of stuff. It was put out for the world to enjoy and was posted on multiple gaming publications. Everybody talked about it. We rejoiced in happiness of these beautiful scans, only for Nintendo to ruin our shit show for better or worse. Right? Let's go ahead and pull up on screen. Good morning and welcome to what feels like the 1097th episode of Nintendo Get Some Cool Shit. Take it down off the internet. Shout out to my man Luke. For those who don't know, Luke Plunkett, okay, has been around. Luke, I need that interview. Luke, I need that interview, okay, because we don't agree on everything either, Luke. So I need to talk to you about some things. But nonetheless, Luke, beautiful article, man. Beautiful. We talk, beautiful. So Last week, we shared some images of Super Mario 64 Complete Clear Guidebook. Now, I want to pull this up in another tab so people can see exactly what this post was. This is Luke's post, okay? Luke posted this, and Luke was talking about the guide, okay? Showed some different images, which, by the way, I don't know if people remember this stage, but this breakdown is beautiful for every retro gamer. I know you young gamers who might not have played Mario 64, might not understand, but we remember the layout visually in our minds. To see it physically is beautiful. It is beautiful to just see it laid out. I remember going to these certain sections of the stage where, oh, you got to go here to fight this boss, or oh, the big bombs here, oh, the 3 bombs here. You know, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So, and by the way, they say the same thing. I cannot stress how amazing the dioramas are and what a genius idea they were for representing a 3D space, still a novelty back then, on a 2D page. He's right, on a 2D page. This is beautiful, and everybody remembers the layout. So, now we come to the real shit. So, now, that was notable for the fact that instead of just telling players where to go, a series of incredible real-world dioramas were commissioned to serve as 3D maps. It was cool and we all enjoyed it. But this book was released in 96 in Japan. Not even the States. You know what I'm saying? I can see if it's in the West. If it gets sold in the West, because y'all know how we get over here in the West. Shout out to all my folks in Japan, too. I actually had a couple individuals from Japan comment on videos on the YouTube. So shout out Japan. Yo, I love the reach of MoFam. I love it. Okay. But it says here, it was never released in the West, has never been released anywhere since, and has not been commercially available for decades. So there's no way you're purchasing. There's no money you're spending. There's no way they're making money from this, is what they're saying. All right? The only way you can purchase a copy is if you have cash, is to spend hundreds on one via resale on eBay or Yahoo, from which Nintendo wouldn't see any proceeds. Oh, and also these skins weren't making anyone a damn cent. They're not making money for anybody. Nintendo, what's wrong with you? It would have been the easiest thing for Nintendo to leave this be and to let Mario fans enjoy this thing they never had a chance to enjoy before. Having high-quality skins uploaded to a public domain wasn't just for recreation either. It was preserving the book's contents and making them publicly accessible long after the opportunity to purchase the book. Oh, that's so beautiful. Makes me want to shed a tear to my eye. Let me tell you something about Nintendo. They don't give a shit about your book. They don't care about your book. Don't scan Mario. Let me just go ahead. Hold on. Let me put my headset on. Make sure everybody's listening. Okay. Let me pull this up straight. There we go. Okay. Everybody listening? You listening good? Okay. We on? I got the chat here. Okay. I see everybody's in chat. We're good. Okay. Ah, there we go. I see a chat. Okay. We good. Okay. Making sure we listen. And you may not remember, you're the one who referred. Damn, I did refer. Wow, that's crazy. Goes back, micro gaming repairs. I gave you that. You need to, you know what I mean, holler back at me or something. But anyways, I want to say this. For all those that want to put up anything Mario related, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Do not put up anything Mario related anymore. First party stuff off limits. Nintendo are just plain, yes, Nintendo, you are listening. I'm going to say it. You guys are jackasses. You always want to come after people, especially even when it bites you in the ass, because you have fans appreciating your work, which means it helps promote your product. But guess what? People think, oh, Nintendo's still on top. It doesn't matter. They're doing a great job. No, it's possible to be a big-ass douchebag and to still shoot yourself in the foot. Yes, it is possible to be both. And Nintendo has been both for a long time. So, Nintendo, listen up and listen close. You can go ahead and take down all that shit because I'm going to tell everybody, just do anything Nintendo, just stay on first party. Okay, we'll leave Kirby alone. We'll leave Mario alone. We leave Samus alone. We'll touch rando ass characters. Bald Bull. You know what? Go grab Mike Tyson Punch Out and play with Bald Bull. Okay, go have some fun. You know what? Play some other games and just get the weird ass characters. Okay. Kid Icarus. Is anybody talking? Is it Kid Icarus? How do you pronounce it? The little Cupid guy. Is anybody playing with him anymore? Let's take him. Okay, they don't seem to give a shit about him. But when it comes to Mario and you put up this, by the way, this guide is beautiful. I don't know if you guys realize, but this guide is beautiful. The moment you put it up, you faced fire from Nintendo. And I'm glad that you took it down. First, this cease and desist was sent to archive.org, by the way. Archive.org then sent it to your ass. Okay, which, by the way, this is Comfort Food Games. Or Comfort Food Video Games, excuse me. So, I want to go ahead and read, and this is before we move on, I want to read from Comfort Food Video Games, their actual statement, because I think it's only right. I'm talking about them. It's only right I read their direct statement. Sadly, archive.org sent me their usual takedown notice. Okay, so usual, he's used to getting this shit. All right, used to getting it. Telling me Nintendo of America challenged the copyright of the scan and it was removed. Frankly, I love the challenge, the legitimacy of that, and how Nintendo of America would have anything to do with a Nintendo of Japan licensed gem book guide from 1995, but I can't really fight Nintendo legal team here. It's incredibly disappointing. One thing I want to say is I'm sorry, you should have challenged that shit. If they want to go to court, I understand you have to go to court. Don't pay for any legal team. You be your own representation. If you lose, you lose. You know what I mean? You might have to pay some court costs, but if you win, it could be at your own benefit. Now, me, myself, I take risk. I take a lot of risk. This is one I would have taken because the fact Nintendo of America, I don't know what licensing rights Nintendo of America has. I don't know if they purchase rights for Nintendo of Japan. Don't know how that goes. But the fact that Nintendo of America was the ones that issued the takedown statement, and this is from Nintendo of Japan, you got some fighting grounds. You got some fighting grounds here. While I fully understand protecting one's IP and copyrights, I didn't think I was hurting anyone by scanning and uploading a 27-year-old guide. Damn, 27 years. Hurting people selling this guide for literal... I think it helps Nintendo while only hurting the people selling this guide for literal hundreds of dollars. So there are people who are still selling this guide. They're selling it for hundreds of dollars, by the way. So if you want this guide, you're going to be paying $200, $300, $400, $500 just to have this guide. No longer can you see it on archive.org. It has been taken down. Okay. I'm a rookie to the video game preservation scene, but I can't think of anything more depressing than how it's a bunch of hardworking people spending their free time and money painstakingly archiving and preserving history, while major corporations like Nintendo are doing nothing to help. In fact, they're actively hindering the cause. Damn, that was well said. Well said. I mean, I couldn't say it better myself. So I'm just going to say this. They don't want to participate. They actually hope you do not archive. Their goal is to be able to archive for you. They want to archive their own IPs. So therefore, we realize how big the retro gaming scene is. We want to offer our own titles. We don't want anyone else offering our titles. I respect that. I understand that. But if you're not offering an alternative, Nintendo, and someone else has the game there, I'm sorry, you need to sit your ass several seats and let the gaming community live. Shout out to gaming community. Now, that's it. We're going to move on. Like I said, I got a lot to talk about. Now, let's put up Joe West. Nintendo was trying to steal everyone's money and their grandma's money too. Say it well, Joe. Nintendo doesn't care. They want the dollar. Okay, they want the dollar. I will say, as much as I talk shit about Nintendo, their first-party games are fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Like Mario games, I can't tell you. I was out there playing Mario Party not that long ago with my daughter. Like Mario games, they're just great. You know what I mean? They're just so many good games for Nintendo. Much as I hate them, they just have so many good games. Now, let's go ahead and move on. We got to move on. All right, this next one is... Yo, I don't know what I was thinking. Y'all. I don't know what I was thinking. Now, I'm also going to put this in the chat because I always invite guests Okay, you can come on at any point if you want. You can just join the restream. You can follow that link. Okay, you can follow that link. You can be a part of Nick Moses 05 MoFam. By the way, guys, we've grown tremendously. We've grown over hundreds of subscribers in a matter of weeks. As you've seen, the Facebook group growing, podcast downloads growing. I don't even really post on Twitter or Twitch, but they both have been growing. So shout out to all those out there. I see you right there. That's why I had to shout out Twitch. I seen you. I seen you right there. I appreciate that. Kudos to you. Twitch has even been growing as well. There's other streaming platforms that I'm on as well that have been growing. So just got to shout out all you guys to make that possible. Appreciate that, MoFam. Now, with that out the way, I like to ask you. This came up recently. And the reason this has something to do with gaming, I know I only talk about gaming, and yes, this has to do with gaming. So recently, I seen a post where there was a capsule in Japan that was offered that had Dante's Inferno plastered all over the capsule. I seen the capsule. Speaking of, I'm going to find this image right now to show you the exact capsule and how it looks, because I would like to know, would you sleep in this capsule? Dante's Inferno plastered all over it, okay? So here we go. Beautiful image. Let's pull this up on screen here. Beautiful, beautiful image. Okay? So there's the image here, right? Now, this image shows one of these capsules. These capsules, not too big, as you can see, just like a bed. You just probably crawl in there, close the door, and you're in there. You're in like a little capsule. Think of a pill bottle. You know what I mean? You're sitting in there. You got AC, you got heat and everything. It goes through there, okay? But all you got is a TV. You got some sockets. You see a phone there, it looks like. But that's it. That's all you got. You might got a calendar, a date. That's it. You come there and you sleep. You get your ass up and roll. Okay? I looked at this screen. And you know what I thought? Yo, it would be cool to sleep in one of these capsules if every one of those screens were just like TVs. And I could see Dante's Infernos, different like combos and all types of things. And I said, yo, that would be dope to sleep in one of those capsules. I might like that. Then I got to thinking about the size. I looked in there. Then I got to thinking about, different things. So before I go into it, let's read the article, and I'm going to ask you guys personally on the stream today. Capsule rooms might be small, but Devil May Cry fandom is huge. And next month, Anshin Oyaro premiere, Nagoya, Sake, and Nagoya will cover one of its capsules with silver-haired heroes of DMC. I butchered that shit.
Can you dig it?
I know I butchered it. As part of DMC's 20th anniversary, a capsule hotel room has been covered wall to wall with Devil May Cry posters and art. No matter if you're sleeping on the left, right, back, no matter what, you're going to be looking at hunky dudes from Capcom's stylish Demon Hunter series. Now I've seen that, right? Now pull me back up on big screen. So I see that. And I go, yo, capsules? Could I sleep in a capsule? So I like to ask everybody in the chat, everybody tuning in, hit the like, thumbs up, share it out, share out the content right now, share it out. Okay, to go case 06 on Twitch, share out the content. Okay, but I like to ask all you guys, would you sleep in a capsule? Would you sleep in a capsule? And if the capsule was covered with game paraphernalia all over it, you got Nintendo Switch, whatever you like, Xbox, PlayStation, you can have it covered. I'm going to tell you guys, Nick Moses 05, the real. I just told you I went to Pennsylvania. I visited MoFam's other brother, my man G.I. Joe, hardest working man in show business. As I went to Pennsylvania, one of the things I talked with my family about, I said, yo, baby, we got to talk. I'm trying to figure out, which room we should get, right? Booking hotel rooms in America, okay? I can't speak everywhere else, but booking hotels and rooms in America, you got a lot of different things to accommodate, okay? You got room, the views, maybe you want to be close by some attraction that you're going to, a lot of different things. The biggest thing for me is room. It's the biggest thing. I will literally go on websites and look for square footage. Okay, I would see square footage. Oh, square footage, 465. Hey, we talking. Okay, 500. We talking. Then I go to some other room. It says square footage, 300 square feet. And I'm looking like, ugh, I'm frowning up my nose. I'm getting bougie and shit. That ain't even me, but I'm getting bougie. So I look at these capsules and I go, ain't no way in hell I'm staying in the capsule. But then I got to thinking, right? Stay in the capsule. You know, you're in a man cave. You got it locked. Locked. Can't nobody come in. You know what I mean? You got your sounds and music. It's literally you and nothing else. That's beautiful. I think we get trapped into the fact of all the amenities, especially here in America. I am a person that is victim of that. I fall victim to many amenities. For instance, I don't want to do an Airbnb. I want to do a hotel because I like people to clean up after my shit. Okay? I don't want to clean up my shit. You clean it. That's the point of me paying for a hotel, right? But if you go to an Airbnb, you have to clean. They'll charge your ass a hefty cleaning fee. Okay? So you got to pick up your own mess. Also, these capsules, guess what? Some of them might not have lodging areas. So when your ass get out the capsule, holla, you better hit the road. You better put your clothes on, go to your locker and keep rolling. We don't have any place for you to be standing around here. And what's even worse, some of them, you got to get out and check out to check back in. Even if you're staying multiple days, guess what? It's going to be a hefty fee in between if you paid that. So the price for some of these, you wonder. Let me tell you guys. So for me, right? I stayed at a beautiful hotel. Now, for me, I'm looking, hey, I just don't want to pay over $200 a night. People look at me like, yo, you're bugging, Nick. 200, so I'm 180 a night's good for me. You know what I'm saying? 150 a night's good for me. I'm like, yo, this is love. I like this. We got the suite. Okay. I'm in here. Yeah. But to other people, they're like, Nick, are you crazy? When there are hotels offering beautiful rooms for $100, $50. Well, these capsules go for the same price. These capsules going for $30, $50. You can sleep in, now, I'm not going to lie, $30, you sleep in a capsule and I heard it's very clean, by the way. Very clean. You can pay $30 and you can sleep in the capsule. So I like to ask anybody, would you sleep, okay, in a capsule? Let's put up my man, Joe. Now, Magnus, hold up. Magnus, I see you here, Magnus. Let's go ahead, Magnus. Magnus, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine, Magnus. Magnus, first of all, thank you for tuning in to the Nick Moses 05 Gaming Podcast. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Oh, that's good. Now, Magnus, you were touching base on something before with the Modchips. I don't know if you want to go into that, Magnus. So, Magnus, are you calling specifically on the capsule, or do you want to talk about something else?
We'll talk about the other thing you just mentioned. The
Talk
Modchip.
to me, Magnus. What you got to say?
Look, I was not trying to blast the dude when I made that post. I did not have his name. I did have the picture of his 2 switches that I fixed.
So,
did not mean no harm to the dude. The dude calls me pretty much every day. He still tries to call me. He's still asking for advice. I still give it to him. So, I mean, I'm not saying he's horrible. It's just he's got a lot to learn for his certain things.
Magnus.
We're all still learning.
Talk Magnus without laughing. So give me a second, Magnus. Give me a second. I'm trying to hold it in. Okay. Magnus, you're right. Right. Now, I want to tell you, I want to say thank you, because the fact that you still speak to the person and that you're still reaching out and giving good advice, that shows you're a good dude. You're a good dude. Okay. Now, let me ask you, this person told me that they are not getting their just due, and it is unfair what is happening to them. Magnus, from your side, is this unfair, or has it been one time too many?
Well, I've heard past things that he's done.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's true because I wasn't really doing any type of installing and stuff back then.
Okay.
But from what I have heard, and things that has happened. You know, it's kind of shady. You know, so I can't really say all. I mean, I like I said, I don't really know because I wasn't around it.
Exactly.
But what I see now, you know, if you can't read a diagram, you have to watch a video. Even I circle and point out what to do, and you say, but that's not what the video shows. And then you do it wrong. And oh, I should have listened to you. You know, it's hard to justify.
Magnus. All right, Magnus. So let me tell you this, man. I'm gonna say this. You're right. I am one that, when I did Xbox 360 mods, I remember reading a NAN and I remember looking at diagrams and, they were color coded, but there were like 2 or 3 different guides out there with different color codes. And if you didn't pay attention, like, the ground or the 3.3 volt might be a different color. So you might solder it to the wrong place. So I agree with you. Reading those diagrams are like the most important thing. So if you can't read it, that would be a problem.
I gave him my work, and I gave him the diagram, showing him point to point, zoomed in points of where it goes, and he'll send me pictures back of the completely opposite point of the other side of the mod chip. It's crazy.
I'm sorry, Magnus. I'm sorry. I'm trying, Magnus. I'm trying. Now, this person, the reason I'm laughing so hard is because this person, as you and I both know, this person can have a temper. Okay? This person can sometimes get out of character. And this person also has things going on in their outside life. So, Magnus, thank you for helping them. Now, let me ask you this, Magnus. Does this person, in your mind, if you had to say, hey, I'm hiring, different people to handle my business, does this person deserve to be doing what they're doing in that group? Or should there be someone who needs to go back to the drawing board?
If I was hiring, no.
If you were hiring.
If I was hiring, no. Unless I could afford to have somebody hover over him for the first 20 install or something, then yeah. But I mean, he can solder. I mean, he can do it good. He's got shiny balls, and But there are times when, like, the little ground screw hole, get one touch of solder on that, and then try to take it off and just make a completely Hiroshima mess. It's
So, Magnus, this person that we're referring to, what do you see for them in the future? Do you see them coming back to this group? Do you see them trying? What do you see in the future for this person?
I mean, everybody deserves a second chance, but you got to prove yourself.
I like that. That was well said, Magnus. You got to prove yourself. And I'm going to tell you, and I think you and I both know, Magnus, this person feels like they already proved themselves. Okay, this person feels like, hey, I'm not getting my just due. Now, Magnus, you are someone that you have a lot of patience. Okay, because a lot of people don't have patience like you. I'm gonna be honest. If I send you something and I point to it, you mess it up, I might not message you back. Okay, I might leave it. So, Magnus, I agree in that. So, has this person told you about any of the things they're going through in their life?
Yeah.
Okay. From what I heard, this person has shared those things with multiple individuals and even make that public. Is that okay to say? Is that true as far as you know?
I mean, if you're going through a tough time, let their customers know for sure.
I agree. And Magnus, I want to say this. This is one thing, since I have you on the line, this is one thing that was specifically mentioned to me. This person said that they were working on systems and they felt forced to work on a system during a time where they were diagnosed with COVID. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Now,
I worked on 2 and I had COVID and I didn't know I had COVID. But that's a different topic.
now Magnus, I'm a little different. If I say I got COVID, I'm telling you, look, I can't work on your system. I got COVID. I can't tell you. I don't even, first of all, I don't even want to touch your system if I got COVID. Let's be honest. Okay. I don't need to be over over your whole entire motherboard with COVID. So that's a whole nother story. But this person actually had some incident happen because of that. Now, Magnus, if you have COVID, I'm gonna try to reverse it. So if you have COVID, Magnus, and as you someone, let's just say, hey, I'm an installer, right? I got COVID. What do you tell your customers, or what do you do if you have a system that needs to be done at that time? What do you do?
Well, the 2 systems that I had, the one I actually did, the other one, I messaged the guy and was like, look, I got this one done. This is for somebody else. Yours is here. I have sticky note with his name on it and everything like that. I told him, you know, I'm feeling under the weather. I was diagnosed with COVID earlier that day. I just don't feel up to it, and I want to give you 100% my full attention to this board. So I'm gonna have to push it back a day. I message back. Okay, cool, man. I understand. I don't want you to rush and try to get it done and possibly mess up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Magnus. Very simple, very easy. Something I've done as well. I've had systems and I've told people, hey, unfortunately, sometimes I'm just busy. I just haven't had time to get to it. I apologize. If you do want the system back, you can have it back, but just give me about a day or two. I'll be able to get to it. And usually people are very fine. I haven't had any people really bark back or say, oh, you need to do it at this time. Usually people want you to do it right. And that's really the biggest concern. So, Magnus, how many of these systems have you single-handedly fixed?
Have I fixed for that individual or for others or what?
Let's just go with that individual.
Just 2.
Now, were those 2 specifically OLED models?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you read the post, you saw the pictures. They had the screen from the CMD resistor. I'm sorry, CLK resistor was knocked off or desoldered off somehow.
That's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the easiest thing in the world to do, but if you, as our friend said, Annie, if you can't solder that resistor back onto the board, you shouldn't attempt. Practice until you can solder one of those back on. That way, if you do mess up, you can fix it.
And you know what? That doesn't seem like it's hard to understand. I'm gonna be honest, because I have not broken any of those resistors specifically that you're talking about. But you're right. If I break something, the least I can do is learn how to fix it. So next time, if it happens again, I can do it. So this person, you're still speaking with them. Have they gave you any fight back towards, like, hey, it's wrong what happened, and I want you to stick up for me? Like, what happened after that post? That is what I want to know.
He has not asked you to stick up for him.
Okay.
He did ask me why I threw him on the bus, and I was like, look, dude, I didn't throw you under the bus. I said names. I cropped the picture so it didn't show any of your stuff, really, just the 2 screens. Took name out of the whole thing. And the admin asked me. I had to reply back.
I'm with you on that. Now, Magnus, let me ask. So I'm gonna try to play devil's advocate, Magnus, because I love you. You're dropping bombs for me right now. So, Magnus, if I'm on the other side, I say, yo, I had a private conversation with Magnus. I can't believe Magnus would go online and do that. Do you think your message was more to alert those, or was it more to put the individual out there?
It was a general statement for everybody to see so that they understand that installers aren't always what they say they are. Because, I mean, I could send you all kinds of pictures and stuff that we've talked about of his mess ups and the fact that he used somebody else's work to say he was best of the best. And 2 weeks later, we find out who that individual really is. You know, that's pretty bad.
And you know, Magnus said, since we on there, I'm gonna dig a bit deeper. It's not just messages, you know, like you said, that post from you. Also, other admins have had conversations with this individual. Okay. And it seems like a common theme that everyone is wanting to hear. It's just my fault. Is that all everyone's wanting to hear?
I don't know. I don't.
Because what it seems like to me.
I mean, like I said, I put the post up there. Like I said, I wasn't doing it to point him out. I didn't have his name. I didn't have anything there. I was just a general warning to that group. He was already out of that group from what I can remember.
He was actually he was out of that group already, and I believe at the time he was in another group. If I'm mistaken, he was the admin of it.
Yeah. So even if I would have said his name, which I didn't, you know, it was to a group that he wasn't in.
That's true.
But like I said, I didn't say his name. I was trying to point him out.
No, that's nice. Now, Magnus, first of all, thank you for calling and explaining that, because a lot of people think that this individual is trouble. I'm gonna be honest, Magnus. There's only about 2 individuals I know who stick up for this person. Everybody else, in every message I get, I've heard this person is an asshole. I heard this person is a liar. I heard this person breaks systems. I've heard everything. But it seems when I've dealt with the individual, it has been fine. So, Magnus, from you being on the inside, what are some of the things you look for? And this is for everyone else who might be listening, to make sure that someone actually does the good work they say they do.
Well, I had one of his customers before talk to me about him before I even talked to that individual, and they told me things that happened between them two. I'm not going to go details.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, then that guy says, "I'm so glad I found you and don't have to deal with him because of the past experiences." And they talk about how good my work was and everything like that. So when I did join the Facebook group, he started messaging me, asking me questions. You know, I got to know him a little bit, and I did bring that certain topic up.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, that's not what happened. This is what really happened." So I got both sides of the stories.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every story is different. Yeah. So, you know, you got to take them both together and figure out what may or may not be true, and take it all for a grain of salt, anyways. So,
no, but I agree. I totally agree. And I've actually had similar issues. I've had people write me, same thing. They were just saying, "Hey, I've been dealing with this individual, and you know, he told me this or he said this, and it's kind of weary. I want to run it by you." And also, a lot of other people have told me that personal things seem to come up with this individual a lot of times. So I'm with you. I don't want to call out anybody's personal business, because it's personal business is personal business. You know, I want the best for him. But Magnus, your name, okay, because you were the one who did the post, your name was brought into this. How do you feel about your name being brought into this? Do you feel like because you made the post, it's kind of well deserved? Or do you feel like that, hey, this whole drama thing is blown out of proportion and just kick the one dude to the curb and let's keep the show going?
I feel bad for dude. Like I said, I wasn't really calling him out. I was just sending a general warning. If he keeps doing installs, that's on him. You know, if somebody asks my true opinion, I'll give them my true opinion. I personally don't do installs for people that I don't know. So if somebody came to ask me to do an install, more than likely I'm going to turn them down because I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for, you know, making people's work look good and stuff like that. You know, I just do it with people that I know. So
Nice.
there are a need for installers. So if he's willing to take that risk, but will take and own his work and send the customer a working unit. Now, if, for example, I've got this one unit I got back. Guy says when he hit the power button, it had an infinite glitch of a pink light. He sent it back to me. I booted it up just fine. Took it apart, did some testing, added a little bit of solder on stuff just to you know, try to make it better. And worked fine. A couple days. Sent back to him.
Okay.
He gets it. It's working just fine. A couple hours later, he's messaging me. He says, "Hey, yo, it's doing it again." Okay. So I said, "Send it back to me. We'll send you another one." Okay. Send him a completely different switch. Got this one back. Okay. Turned it on. Pink light again. Retrain it. Just fine. Left alone. Checked the next morning. Pink infinite glitch again. Like, whoa, what's up? There's something's not right. Because I retrained it. It worked again. So don't think there's anything wrong with the soldering. Something wrong with that chip. Or something else could be going on.
Yeah, true.
So right now I have a half working unit for myself.
Okay. Now with the OLED units, is it like the difficulty from 1 to 10? Can you explain it to, you know, would you say it's a 10 on the difficulty scale from 1 to 10 as far as soldering on systems? What would you rate an OLED install?
I'm a weird guy. So my rating scale is completely different than other people's.
Okay.
If I would give a honest opinion, if you don't have the right tools, because I know a couple of installers that are good installers, messed up 3 systems back to back, asked me politely if I would do one for them. Did it for them, gave them all the tips I did. They've had no problems yet. They've done over 13 successful, no problems. So I would say difficulty would probably be about a 6 or 7.
Okay. All right. No, that's pretty good. And how do you feel about that? You get someone who's, hey, let's say they're out there, they got customers lined up, and then next thing you know, they want their system done and they come to you. How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm just a guy.
Magnus.
It does tick me a little bit, but you know, at the end of the day, next week it's going to be forgotten. You know.
No, that's true. And Magnus, before I let you go, just let you know, I'm drinking wine today. Okay. Next week, I got you. I'm gonna bring out the strong stuff. Okay. I might bust out the 1800 or something. I might knock my ass out on the floor. You know, I see you, you know, with the wine. I feel you. I drank the whole bottle though. We done. So Magnus, my dude, I thank you for calling and explaining that piece. It was well needed because this guy is going to listen. And he's now going to know that I know. Because, you know, I only get one side. I get that side. And then I did hear some other things about him, but I didn't get it from the horse's mouth. So thank you, Magnus, for that. Magnus, any last words you got to say before we move on?
Nah, bro, that's it.
Man, you my dog, Magnus. Thank you for explaining. And by the way, keep talking to him, man. Put some, you know, that man needs motivation. You and I both know, okay, he needs a helping hand. Okay, and God will reward you in some weird way. Okay, so just think about that.
All right.
Holla, man. My man Magnus, hold on. Is that Dead Specimen?
Yes,
Dead
it is.
Specimen!
I just need to call Magnus out real quick for some news story.
Dead Specimen.
He's actually
Are you on that the Ukraine and Russian signal? That's wrong signal, Dead Specimen. You want to get on the next one?
Perhaps hear me a bit better
I'm
now.
wasted, man. I've been drinking this wine. Dead Specimen. There you go. I can hear you better, my dude. Oh, man. So you were on Magnus. You were saying.
I just need to report some fake news that Magnus shared. He's not in fact a man he claimed he is. He's actually an alien from Mars. So just report that.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. The way Magnus knows his stuff, man, I might have to roll with you on the alien thing. You know, some people are wired differently, and I have to say, you're not all the way human. You're not all the way human. So I'm not saying you're not human. You're just not all the way.
Like 12%.
Yeah, 12% human. The rest we don't. Extraterrestrial. We'll just leave it there. That means it's something.
He's a hammer bro, given his profile picture. Or I don't know, it's some sort of Mario turtle.
So, Dead Specimen, you are one. A lot of people don't know. First of all, Dead Specimen, I want to ask you before I move on to this Nintendo Switch drama. It's been a 16-year-old who's been hacking Microsoft, NVIDIA. That's you? Is it you? I knew it was. Oh, God. Codex leaves. Next thing you know, you're hacking Microsoft. I knew it. That's what you do.
I'm 17 now, so if this person did this within the past month and was still 16, it was not me factually.
Yo, that dude's smart, man. I gotta give him props. Like, he's hacking all these different big companies.
Wait, the dude. That's the dude. I'm sorry, I was with family for most of the stream. That's the dude who like hacked NVIDIA, who hacked Microsoft, like who did all of. Oof.
Yo, dude, they did a whole Bloomberg report, and apparently they got like different traces of how they're following him. And there's more than just him. Apparently, there's a ring of these young kids. Like,
well, of course there is. No, there's no chance in hell that one person could do all of this. Wait, where's he located? Do we know?
No, you know what? They said he is located in the States, but the others they do not know the locations of. And to even go deeper, for all the hacks from Microsoft, NVIDIA, and everywhere else, they made sure to have at least one individual inside. So, which means they had contacts with at least one Microsoft or one NVIDIA or one somebody to each one of these.
Imagine being at such a low point in your life that you give into a 16-year-old to allow him to hack into your company. Like you've got to be at a seriously sad point in your life to allow that to happen.
And you know what? I guarantee they probably picked the person. They're like, oh, this guy's going to be easy. Let's go ahead and approach him with a couple $1,000. And this goes, oh, okay, here.
He probably popped onto his Facebook and was like, oh, this man just had a divorce. So we'll go for him.
Yo, and I got to say, much props to those kids, though, man. They hacked it, and, who knows? NVIDIA's the one that has to worry. I don't think Microsoft has to worry too much. I don't think they got much for Microsoft, but NVIDIA, holy shit.
And that's the thing is that Microsoft recently has been a lot more open with the stuff they've done. I mean, they're not, they're no Linux, or they're no Canonical with open source, but they're definitely a lot less shitty about it. And like with Windows 11, when that got leaked early and people didn't even know Windows 11 was a thing, they did like light attempts to DMCA the download links, but they didn't, they came out and almost embraced like, okay, yeah, we got leaked, here we go. But NVIDIA is as closed source, we control what we have as you can get. So it's pretty scary for them.
It is. It is real scary. And that alone, you got teenagers.
Because now NVIDIA, right, they're thinking, okay, some douchebag hacked us. We're gonna catch the guy. We're gonna put him in jail for 30 years. And now there's a chance that this video might get tried as minors, and now their sentence is going to be significantly reduced. Because they didn't. It's going to be
quite hard to, well, maybe not hard, but they're going to need to prove a significant amount of damages in order to even come close to getting the same sense that they would be getting if tried as adults. And given that this isn't a violent crime, I don't think there's a chance they get tried as adults. So, you know.
I'm with you. I don't think they get tried as adults either. I think this is their worst nightmare. I mean, literally.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, imagine getting hacked by a 5-year-old. That person might not get charged with anything.
Exactly. And bad enough, they might do it again.
Yeah, honestly, that's not even too crazy to think about, because when I was 7, I was finding those really crappy like batch file viruses that it just puts up a text box saying you have a virus and doesn't do anything more. I was looking those up pretty young, so it's very possible that someone could somehow, this would be very, very weird, but someone looks up something like that and then they find like SQL injection code and then puts it into a random website, and it just happened that website is poorly secured, and then they say, oh my god, that's so cool, I'm going to tell all my friends this data I found. And then maybe that gets to a friend who gets to a friend who gets to an older brother who's smarter and then decides to post that. Well, the 5-year-old did the hacking, and so are you going to try to charge the 5-year-old? I mean, maybe you'll charge the older brother for distributing it, but the 5-year-old was the one who did the hacking. Are you really going to try to charge him?
You know what? No, you can't actually charge the 5-year-old. I mean, 5 years old, we all know how we were at 5. That doesn't mean how we're going to be at 6 or 7. No, I agree.
Yeah.
You got a good point. Now, Dead Specimen, this Nintendo Switch Modchip installation drama has hit my inbox to no end. I have had one person send me every message, but I've had multiple people who, some even vouching for this person, some trashing this person. Okay. From what you know on Modchip installations, what is some advice that you can give to someone looking to get their system modded, or something you would do before sending your system off to someone?
Learn it yourself. Like, it just, I think install services are a great tool, but learning is an even better tool. But not only that, I think that I just have hard time trusting a random guy with a $350 piece of technology. They have no accountability to a certain extent, and I've purchased consoles from people, but it's like they're older consoles, and so okay, if it's defective or whatever, then okay, it is what it is. I'm out $100. Sucks to suck. But we're talking $350, theoretically even more for the install service and for the chip. So, we're talking possibly upwards of $500. That's not throwaway money. Neither is $100 in today's economy, but it's not as bad as the $500 you theoretically are talking about for a Switch OLED, a chip, the install service, shipping, all of that. And I just don't, not everyone can learn soldering in a week, but if you just have the right tools, if you get one of those OLED mod chips that have the OLED specific flex cable, that zero adapter, all of that, it can be turned from a level 10 to a level 6.5 type of install that I could probably do if I gave myself 10 hours.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad that you mentioned that, because you're right. The specimen learning is the number one tool. I remember my first mod chip that I had to solder on a PlayStation 2, which was an S box, and same thing. I didn't know how to solder. I had no knowledge of it. I didn't even start looking for installers at that point. I just looked up the tools that were needed. I went and bought them, and you're right. I started practicing at first. I had some blank PCB boards, and I had wire, and I was just kind of soldering different things. And I made rookie mistakes, okay? I didn't have any flux. Okay, so imagine soldering with no flux, okay? Like I was doing it, okay? And I'm like, oh, I can do this. but I managed to do it. And throughout the years, I learned different things. So I agree with you on the learning. But you and I both know, especially in America, capitalism, beautiful thing. People who have money do not want to do it, and they want to spend money. And you're right. Usually you want to learn, but in this case, let's say you got a couple hundred to throw away. Okay. There are some of these Facebook groups, which I think do a great job of having like a ring of installers. Okay. And they kind of, take turns and each install the system. And that way, if someone does something wrong, they can lean on another to fix the system. Do you think, as someone, if you had to send your system off, would that be the best way to go? Or would you be one to just say, hey, statics, here I come. I know statics is good. Micro gaming repairs, here I come,
I would just go local, because then there's accountability. Local soldering businesses exist as far as I'm aware. And I feel like most of these businesses probably would operate on a we're just doing what you ask us to and we're not going to question it. If you give them a switch and you say, here's a device I want you to install, here is the cables that you need to install it, and here's a diagram on how to do it all, please do this work for me. I think unless it's some like national group or it's like some big national send-in group, if it's a local company, I don't think they're going to really question you. And at that point, if they fuck your system up, there's some accountability, and you can say to them, okay, hey, you guys, I would assume that if they would have some sort of contract that says like, hey, if we mess your system up, we promise not to, but if we do, we'll replace it. We'll replace it up to a certain value. And if they don't honor that, guess what? You know the person, you know where they work, you might even know where they live, and you can sue the shit out of them. You can't necessarily sue the shit out of someone who has some random P.O. box in suburban Detroit.
No, you, dead specimen, for being so young, you're well versed, young man. I must tell you that because that was something I was proposed with not that long ago when I had my OG Nintendo Switch and the SD card connector stopped working. I thought, hey, I'll just go on Amazon. Those things are pop out, pop back in. I'll go buy me one. I bought one. And I'm gently pulling it out, and all of a sudden, one of the little pins come out that's connected to the board. So I'm stuck, and I'm like, "Oh no SD
How do you even
card,
do
no
that?
mod."
I've taken that thing out like 20 times. How do you do that?
Yes, I've never had a problem. This one, for some reason, I was as delicate as I can be. Still came off. Nonetheless, I'm like, okay. I get online, I buy the little connector that goes to the board, but I have no idea how to put this connector to the board. I went to someone local. I was able to show them the replacement part I bought and show them the guide. I brought it to them. I sat in my car for about 30 minutes, played some tunes, came back, and it was done. And now both SD card connectors, the old one still worked. Who would have known my damn Switch just somehow the connector I don't know. It's just crappy. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, you're right. I went local. Very easy. Didn't even take any. I just messaged the dude, sent it to him. He said, bring it on. I waited about 30 minutes to get it done. Why don't a lot of people know about this?
Because the Switch and really most homebrew scenes are sort of echo chambers of you're meant to be given the tools and you have to use the tools. And the idea of having someone else do something is frowned upon in a certain way. And so I don't think I ever once saw Team Executor advertise an install service. They basically said, if you don't think you can do this, get someone to do it. But they never had any install services on their website. Reswitched never sort of said, hey, if you really want to do Marco, so look, they clearly had some level of support for the Modchips, given that they actually gave Marco support. If they really were so against the Modchips, they wouldn't have bothered supporting it in the first place. And so they never said like, hey, here's some businesses that you can contact if you need an install of the HW flag. Maybe they want to specifically support the SX Corps. None of them did that. It was always find a way to get one and then find a way to install it. And never, here's people who will do it. And there's a certain level of, okay, you can't just go out and be like, this person will do it because Nintendo's an asshole, but it's just frowned upon. I personally believe it's better to learn the skill, but there are some people who, you know what, man, I just want to play some freaking homebrew. I don't want to spend months and months learning a skill to do this install. I might fuck up anyways, and then I'm out of, $500. I just can't risk it. I'm just going to have someone who knows what they're doing do it for me. And that's perfectly okay. If you're planning on doing this to a lot of consoles, maybe you want to learn the skill, but that's not something that I think should be required of someone. And there's a lot of people who believe that, and I think also that the thing is not all of us live in Chicago. Not all of us live in New York City, Atlanta, San Francisco, wherever. No one knows, where a local install service is in Scott County, Virginia, or, I don't know.
Yeah, you preaching right now. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't think
know,
about it in that sense. Yeah, you're right. I'm
so,
closer to major cities. You're right, like Chicago. So I will find an installer. But you're right. I was out there traveling through Ohio. If you're out there in Sandusky, Ohio, who do you go to?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So no, you got a point. Dead Specimen, you're dropping knowledge on us today. Now, Dead Specimen, I'm at the top. Okay, I'm supposed to be cutting the damn show off, but of course, I love talking to you guys so much. Dead Specimen, any last words you got to say for y'all?
More so of a question.
Talk to me.
Have any serious developments in the Switch scene even happened recently? I've been kind of turning a blind eye. Has anything interesting happened? Has there been any crazy breakthroughs on the Marcos? Any new chips? Any easier way to get chips? Any crazy new homebrew? Other than I know there's some Vita stuff out. Have you talked about the Vita stuff for the Switch?
Yeah, I have. I actually have a video. I did, but we can't play games yet. That's the kind of but executables, it's good.
Yeah, so, I don't know, man. It kind of sucks. The Switch seems kind of dry right now. You know what scene that really needs to take off? You know what scene that should really start taking off? When are we getting the root for this? When? I want root for this, damn it.
You know what? Eventually, one day, you might be the reason we might get it. This video right here, let's pub it. When are we gonna get it? Damn it! They said, you know what? I'm gonna give that damn kid what he wants. Spam. Oh, but no, nothing big in the Switch scene, as far as I know, and I've done a lot of the videos. It's just the same software is being updated. Most of them updated to support 14.0, which is the latest stuff.
Can I make a hot take real quick?
Good. Hot take. Let's go.
Feels like homebrew as a whole is kind of dying.
So, Dead Specimen, do you think that these gaming companies, being that they're going to release all their old titles, I mean, Nintendo games soon are going to, all NES games will be on Nintendo Switch Online. All Super Nintendo games will be on Nintendo Switch Online. What if all these other gaming companies offer all the games where we no longer have to do emulation, where we can just pay for the services? Do you think that would kill most of homebrew?
It would kill a third of it. I think I've said this before. There's 3 reasons to hack a console: piracy, homebrew, emulation. If you kill emulation, you still have homebrew and piracy as reasons a group might want to hack a console. And so it would maybe slow it down. It might reduce what's available, but I don't think it would kill it. If you pulled an Xbox and made it impossible to pirate on the console and that, then you would people would basically end up killing it, because then people would just be wanting homebrew, and there probably just would not be enough people motivated at that point. You've already got ways to have your old games, and it's just not possible to pirate. So at that point, people will probably just go, fuck, I'm just going to buy a laptop and just do my menial task instead of on my console. I'm just going to buy a cheap laptop.
No, I'm with you there. And me myself, I remember back when I used to get my phone, I used to root it, and it was a big thing to root your phone and set up everything the way you want it. I mean, now I get my phone, I can damn near do everything I need to do. There's no reason to
Yeah.
root my phone anymore.
The only reason I would ever root my phone would be if I just was like going off the grid and all I needed was a phone that could call, text, and use the internet reliably. I root my phone and then put on, Lineage OS, don't install the Google apps, and it's just pure Android and none of the Google stuff. And it's just an operating system that makes the phone calls I need, the texts I need, and I don't know, I can change my wallpaper and browse the internet and then securely wipe everything from the browser or whatever.
No,
That would be the only reason nowadays I could see anyone rooting their phone.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Rooting the phone is a thing of the past.
Although jailbreaking an iPhone, I think there's still good reason to do that.
Oh, jailbreaking iPhone. I think me myself,
I don't think it's still alive and well. I think jailbreaking iPhones is still alive and well.
Yeah, I think it's still, and that community is probably still thriving. So,
and I want to real quick. Last thing I'll say, I want to poll chat real quick. What are you guys most excited for to see get hacked in one way or another? I'm thinking 4 main things: Quest, PS5, Xbox Series X, and oh my god, what was the other thing I had in mind? I'm already forgetting it.
Huffy right there already.
Basically, I guess I'll say this: would you rather have the Quest 2 get modded, the PS5/Xbox Series X, or a solderless method for the Switch OLED? There we go. We'll see what people have to say about that.
Damn, why did you do that to me, man? That's a toughie. And be honest, this might sound weird. I would have to go with the Quest. Just for the simple fact of that's out of the realm. You know what I mean? Yeah. I kind of feel like I could get my fix with everything else.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You mod the PS5, what's it going to look like? Probably look very similar to the PS4 scene. You mod the Series X, well, you can already get RetroArch on there. There's no reason for emulation. Piracy is impossible on that thing. I mean, unless you want to completely bork your system, and only use it for pirated games only. It also risks maybe getting a Microsoft account banned. And homebrew, I mean, it's a fucking Windows system. Just get a Windows computer at that point. There's nothing really interesting you can run on it. It's a mid to high tier gaming PC. So the Series X just wouldn't be interesting. And I mean, okay, having an easier way to mod the Switch OLED, okay, sure, you might not have to hunt down an old Switch or hunt down a install service, but you're not going to get new software. The Quest, that's a whole you can make whole new operating systems for it, new VR operating systems. That would be badass.
Yeah, that's why I have to say the Quest is like it's automatic. That's like an automatic. It's like why?
And you can get all the Facebook shit. There's a reason. Get rid of all the Facebook shit. Have it be function essentially the same, just no Facebook. There.
Oh, just kill all the Facebook bloatware. Oh, my man, Death Specimen. Brother, as always, I'm hollering at you later, Mo fan.
Take care, man.
Later, man. Now, my man, I don't know where he went.
Oh, there I am. What's up?
I'm still at work.
I'm still at work. You kidding me? I'm going to turn off the Bluetooth so we're not getting interference again. Hold on. Give me a second.
Oh, you good, man. You take your time, man. Yeah,
okay, can you hear me?
I will say. I can hear you fine.
Man. All right, cool. I'm going to sit down for a second. What? Yeah, going back to the homebrew thing with the with that member, it's not his fault because it has to deal with the mod chips. The mystery person that we're talking about here, I know who it is, you know who it is.
Yep.
He told me he got a bad batch of mod chips, and another person told me he got another bad batch of mod chips. That's the problem. You got to be careful. It's not the installer's fault. It's the manufacturer. Stuff happens. Just don't go ahead assuming stuff. The mystery person that has always backed up stuff saying, hey, it's broken. I'm going to work with you. I'm going to get it fixed. He's always been out of his way. And it's just people need to realize that sometimes doing these chips installations are very difficult to
do. So let me ask you this, Joe. For you, this closely. Do you think this person, if the mod chips are the problem, you think this person deserves another chance? Am I right?
Oh, yes. A lot of people don't feel that way, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't feel that way. For some reason, I'm not sure this person has had other dealings. But what can you tell a consumer that has sent their product out to somebody, but the mod chip fails? Do you think the consumer would understand that the mod chip is failing, or do you think, regardless mod chip fail or not, it is the installer's responsibility to verify all that's working?
In my personal opinion, I think it was a bad batch of mod chips because what happened was the seller for the servicing sent it to the customer. Customer used it for a couple of days, and then the light on the back of the switch wasn't working anymore. So it seems like a bad chip. Then I was telling this person, even though I don't install chips, I know how they work with the reading and writing. I had that person that installed this person's mod chip. The customer messaged me and says, look, I can't get the system to work that this person did. What should I do? I told him copy and paste and override all the files again, download fresh files, let the switch sit for 10 minutes, and it fixed itself. It has a bad read and write error. I don't know what causes this. I don't install the chips, but it has to do with a latency issue where sometimes where it's not connecting, maybe the joints are weak, or maybe it's just a bad chip. It's really hard to tell. But this is no cakewalk for anybody to do. Even some people say, oh, it's easy to install the chips. Yeah, but, shit happens. You get a bad batch of chips and maybe the chip has a short in it. You go to install it, it works fine, then you turn it off, you lose voltage, you turn it back on again, too much voltage goes in there, boom, the chip shorts itself out. In my opinion, I still think the original SXOS chips were the best chips. Best bet, if you want to get in the scenes, you're brand new to the switch. The extra you can do a lot more with version 1 unpatched. You can use the Linux, you can use different boot methods, and do that. I'm telling you. But these chips have nothing but problems. That's how it is with all mod chip systems. Mostly with the Switch, though, because it just seems like there's a bad run of chips.
No, it does seem like a bad run of chips. It's the same thing I heard. Joe, if you've worked with somebody today, and let's say they come to you and said, you guys are in business, but they come to you and say, hey, Joe, I have this customer's item. I made a mistake. Can you fix it for me? And on the second side of that, do you think that person in return should tell the customer that they're giving it to you to fix?
Well, it should be like if you had, let's say, installer 1 install the chip, and they messed up, and they bring it to a different installer like myself, for an example, and say, hey, installer 1 messed it up, can you fix it? I'll be like, it all depends. Sometimes people do bad jobs of installing stuff. The other person that we're talking about, he does a good job of installing stuff. I've seen his work. It's all clean. It's all nice and organized. I've seen other pictures of other people trying to install chips where they messed up the whole board. There's solder all over the place. There's flux all over the place. So it looks like, a hot coffee spilled everywhere. Just a big fucking mess. Sometimes you can't fix that because it's just all over. You took the solder and you joined all the different connectors together. Too much voltage went to everything and blew up. It's very hard to say. I've seen this person fix other people's broken systems before. It just seems like it's just a massive attack. And it sucks because I'm in the middle sometimes when this shit happens.
Now, Joe, they say you got a little feedback from the mic. I don't know, how that goes. I don't hear it too much on my end, but I guess they hear it.
Okay. I'm in an empty room. That's probably what it is.
Okay. Last thing, because you said it very well about that person. And I get pulled in the middle a lot of times. Up to you, Joe. You have to hire. You are the one hiring these installers. You said, yo, I got a great batch of guys who I know do great work. Do you hire that guy, this individual, as an installer, or do you pass?
I'll take him.
Nice. Okay. Let's take him. You know what? I craft him up.
Yeah,
what would be some things you would do, Joe? What would be some things you would do for future time to make sure it doesn't happen?
everybody needs to work together. This is how in the private chat rooms where the moderators and the admins are, I'm not going to mention the group, but we're all there. We all talk about certain problems. For instance, one of the atmosphere updates back in the day, it fucked up everything. Me and Eric had to take care of the software problem and fixed it. We got it fixed. It took us 2 weeks to fix the problem because the Hikate IPL was all fucked up, and we had another member, I forget his name, he helped us too. So it took 3 people to fix one fucking problem. That's what it is. You know, it's not everyone's a master at a certain thing. I had people message me, hey, can you install an RCM loader into the switch, you know, the trinket? I said, no, I can't. I don't know how to solder. Oh, it's not that hard, though. Well, it's not that hard. Then you do it because I'm unable to do it. I have no soldering skills. I need to learn how to do it. And you need to take baby steps. Go on eBay and buy, you know, little trinket stuff, little soldering test boards. You know, put LED lights on these boards. They're really cheap. Start out small, then get bigger. I was talking to one of my good friends that he does the OLEDs and the other switches. I was telling him I'm watching a video right now just for fun, installing a mod chip for the PS2 that uses 40 wires. And he told me he did 4 of those.
40. And you know what? I want to say I do remember that because I remember seeing that with 40 wires, but oh no, that scares the hell out of me. Okay.
The Switch.
Yeah, on the Switch, if you had that many wires, it would be impossible. It would just be a done deal. I would just say no one has the system on it, except, you know, maybe the few who know how to solve it.
But my suggestion is to the person that we're talking about, get your own thing going. You know, Nick started out small with his channel, and now it's growing. We're over 3,000 subscribers, and the Facebook's growing. You just got to take the negatives as whatever. You know, sometimes at the restaurant here, customers say, oh, the food came out like crap, or, oh, it's really good. Sometimes the negatives help better than the positives, then you could really fine-tune your skills. For instance, yesterday for me was a shit show. Everybody came in at once. The orders came out late. Shit got messed up. Got a little aggravated about it, but you just have to know your limits and just keep trying your hardest. Just keep going with it. You know, eventually shit clicks. You just got to keep practicing. That's it.
That was well said. I can't say it better myself. Yo, any last words, my brother, before you out? Yo, did we just like drop Joe? Is the stream still going? Did I kill the stream? Yo, Joe, did I break everything? Can we look? Are we still? Did I break the damn show or something? Can somebody come in? Damn, I said, Joe, we out. And it said, boom, and just everything cut off. Okay, I think I'm still on. I'm still rolling. Okay. So I'm just going to say this, okay, while we're still rolling. I don't know what happened to Joe. Joe, you my dog. Regardless, Joe. Drank the whole damn bottle of wine, Joe, and I got another bottle back there. Thank you for that. I'm definitely going to be drinking the wine. I'm going to say a few things before we're out. My man, Joe, he has been in this scene for a while. He is also another individual that probably caught up in the middle. A lot of times you get individuals with big hearts, man. Myself, I got a big heart. I'm cold-blooded too. So it's very weird. I'm cold-blooded the way I tell you, man. I keep it real with you. Like, yo, they don't like the shit that you're doing. They said this, they said that, they said blah, blah, blah. That's what it is, okay? And I feel like, hey, if they said this and this was happening, this is that. But the person will come back and say, hey, man, this is not the case. This is what's going on. These people are doing this and so and so. So I can relate. But one thing I can say is a constant in this is the individual. So I'm going to say this to the individual before we out. The people who are on here today were speaking up on this, and I didn't mention your name. Okay? Which means that it's not many people this is happening with. There's actually 2 different installers I've heard something about. I only mentioned one. It's only right because that's the one that everybody seems to know. That's the one that's been front facing. That's the one that's been also messaging people, calling people, and speaking with other people. I hope the things work out for him. Okay, I hope everything works out for him. The dude speaks to me often. Okay, he works. He tries to work. He tries to do the best he can do. But, you know, everybody's life is fucked up, man. We all got crazy lives. Some people might be dealing with this. Some people might be dealing with mental issues, physical problems. Wife left you, kids hate you, job fired you. We got all types of problems that happens. But one thing Joe said, I want to go ahead and reiterate for all of you, and you need to listen close. He said sometimes the negatives or those bad things help you way more than the positive things. And I couldn't agree with that better, Joe. Sometimes those things that are negative that hurt you are teachable moments to make you a better individual or to make your business better or whatever endeavor you may go on. Look at those negative moments as learning lessons instead of, a bunch of negative moments are happening to me at one time. No, trust me. Some of it can be of your own doing, but if you look at it as a learning lesson, you will then learn from it and you won't make the same mistake. Other than that, y'all, we done. Yo, I had so much to talk about. I got like 9 subjects and we didn't get through none of the shit as we always do. So we'll be back. We'll get through the other subjects. I still got them here. Other than that, y'all, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Again, March 27th, lovely show. MoFam, if you want me to come out and holler at you, just message me, man. I'll be all over. I'll be traveling. Just message me on the Facebook. I'll be out there. You can have MoFam stop by you, take a couple pictures, holler, whatnot. Joshua Drake, I seen Louisiana. Okay, I got Louisiana down on the map. Sage, you up there in the East Coast. I think you up in I keep forgetting. I think you Brooklyn. I think you up in Brooklyn. Okay, I'll go up to Brooklyn. I've been up there. I stayed in Bergen County, East Jersey. Okay, well, North Jersey, actually. It's about 5 minutes from George Washington Bridge, so I'm familiar with New York. Okay, I'll be all over. I'll be down south, too. But other than that, it's your boy, Nick Moses05. MoFam, love you guys. We are growing. You see the channel. Let's keep it going.